Coming at you live from a shady Manhattan studio, it's Disgraceful, featuring your gracious ginger host.
Hey, watch yourself. Only I can say that.
Okay, boss, whatever you say. You pay my bills. Give it up for Grace O'Malley.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to Disgraceful. I am a nervous wreck right now because I'm here with one of my favorite comedians of all time, the co-host of Bad Friends podcast, and Whiskey Ginger, my redheaded brother from another mother. Give it up for Andrew Santino, everybody. Yeah.
Thank you for clapping.
Yep, it's good
And your
stuff.
sister claps.
Yeah, you know, that's why I keep her around.
I like that you guys are together. I like that you root each other on. My age gap is so big with my sister. We only became friends as adults because it's a 9-year difference.
Oh, shit. Yeah, it is kind of crazy.
We didn't really... I graduated college before she got to high school, so it was kind of
Oh, you're
a
the
bummer.
older brother.
Yeah, we didn't really, I don't really remember her as a kid because we weren't...
You weren't fucking with her? Yeah, because you weren't even in high school together.
I left college and then she started high school, but now she's a big girl.
Yeah.
Now she's a big grown girl.
Now she's the one with the kids.
She's the one who parties, dude. She's the one who leads the way. I love her to death. She lives in Chicago, which I miss. One day.
One day.
Don't
I
you
mean,
miss
you've
the
been
East
here
Coast?
18 years.
Yeah, it's sad.
That's pretty crazy.
It's pathetic.
I don't think I
leave.
could ever be out here.
Yeah, you can't look when it's really nice. You get it right away.
Yeah.
When it's when you do 8 months of beautiful, perfect weather.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, I get it.
I always come when it's shitty out. It's like really
I was just gonna
shitty
say,
here
what's
this
going
week.
on right? This
I
is
don't
you?
know.
Is
I
this
bring
you?
I bring the dark cloud. Yeah.
You did. Dude.
I know.
But you're not a dark cloud. You're a happy soul.
I keep it light. I
You
just
do.
have bad luck, I think is what it is.
I know, but it's going to turn. It's going to change. If you stay here for one more week, keep staying for another week, and it'll shift.
Yeah, they'll just never go back.
Just move in or
Okay,
get a
actually-
place here. Are you getting a place?
I don't think so.
Do it.
Yeah?
Well, why not?
All right, fuck it. I live in LA now.
You do?
Yeah.
You live in New York?
I live in New York, yeah.
Where in New York do you live?
I am Murray Hill.
Oh yeah,
know,
Murray Hill.
Yeah.
Young,
Murray
hot,
Chill.
young, hot, cool kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to say that it's all frat boys that have just finished college.
It was just NYU kids, right?
Yeah.
Fresh out of college.
And
Yeah.
so I used to say it was part of the contract for Barstool that you had to live there.
Yeah, it was part of it.
And I would say that to people, like, oh, really? Is that true? I'm like, are you?
No,
That's
of course
crazy.
not. No, but it feels like it.
Yeah.
Murray Hill. Do you
Murray
guys
Hill.
live together in Murray Hill?
Yeah.
That's the best.
We're
Dude.
doing the New York Dream kind of thing. She's on the couch right now. We're figuring it out.
Surfing.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
No, it's good stuff. I did it.
You have a bed. Okay, so that's not.
But I did it.
You're the dream. She's the nightmare. If it's a comfy couch, you can last. I did a lazy boy for a while.
Yeah?
A lazy boy in Long Beach when I first moved to Southern California.
What's a lazy boy?
Is your dad alive?
Yeah, he's kicking.
He is?
Yeah.
Is he a dad?
Oh, he's...
Does he have a chair that he likes?
No, he sleeps on the chair that he likes.
But is it a chair that...
Oh, that's a lazy boy. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
yeah.
lazy boy.
Yes, okay,
That's
yeah.
dad.
That's the lazy boy.
That's a lazy boy.
Okay, so that's what my
I
dad's been
slept on one of
doing
those.
for 25 years of marriage.
Your dad is that guy.
Yeah, he's that guy. So we're built a little different from him.
You are?
Yeah, I'd say.
Why?
Because, I don't know, we don't even need, a couch. We could just sleep just
You could
about
sleep on
anywhere.
the floor.
Yeah.
Was your dad a great dad?
He's doing ketamine therapy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, never believed in drugs, but now he's getting K'd out.
Is Whitney giving him all this advice?
Yeah, no. That's probably.
Whitney's like, get 7 horses, 14 dogs, move
Use
to the
their
middle of
blood
nowhere.
to stay young.
Yeah. Drink the blood and start doing ketamine, dude.
No, dude, she wanted I opened for her when I was in Boston, when she did her show in Boston, and she wanted my dad to do some time.
Did he?
No, I
Why
wouldn't. Guilt of association. You don't know what the fuck he's gonna
Write
say.
him a couple minutes.
Nah, dude.
Where did you guys play in Boston? Hold on.
Beacon.
Wilbur?
Beacon.
Beacon.
Sorry.
Yeah, Wilbur?
Wilbur, yeah.
Wilbur's such a great venue.
Just fucking say, you filmed a special there?
No, I thought about it. That's funny. I thought for a long time I wanted to, and then, I'm from Chicago, but everyone in the world says I'm from Boston, because of
It
Burr
fits.
and red hair.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, you're from Boston.
You're not even Irish, are you?
Well, yeah, I mean, I am,
Okay,
but my last name's Italian. My dad's Italian. My mom is Irish. But every time, there's guys I've known for a decade, 10 years that I've been friends with, and they'll be like, well, are you going home to Boston? And I'm like,
That's
what?
crazy.
The fuck, dude? I've known you for so long. And they're like, oh, right, yeah, no, not Boston. But Boston will get a special out of me. But the last one I did in February that comes out in September, I shot at Minneapolis, the Pantages.
Okay. Why there?
Dude, have you done Minneapolis?
I have.
One of the best comedy cities, I think, in the country.
Unless maybe you're doing it at the Mall of America.
Did not. Well, that's where you played at Comedy House Comedy.
Yes,
I mean? Yeah, that's a
That was
different
a little
story. When you're
different.
by the roller coasters and the Hooters, it's so sad when someone has to pass like an Applebee's and a Spencer's Gifts to like hear your shitty jokes.
Or
it
if
hurts
you
worse.
if you bomb and then you have to walk by those same
On the way
carnival
home.
rides.
Oh,
yeah,
that same place has a place in Edmonton at the West Ed Mall, which is another huge mall. That same couple, not whatever. It's not a couple that owns it anymore. But they had one there, and I had to walk to the West Edmonton Mall, and little kids were playing like hockey at night inside the mall. It was like such a sad. It was like Snoopy. It was Peanuts, and I was like dragging my feet, and like little families were excited, and I was depressed. Yeah, it was so sad. It was so sad. Just the ball of dust behind me, the stench of bad comedy. But no, Minneapolis. Honestly, it's one of my favorite cities in general.
No shit.
The people are great. Yeah, because you get a good mix of like. Minneapolis is a pretty liberal city.
Is it?
Yeah, but Minnesota can be also quite conservative because it's in the Midwest. So I like that you get both.
That's what I say about Chicago. I think
Chicago, you do get both.
You get Midwestern nice people, but they still live in the city, so it's like a good mix.
Yeah, you get good city people, but you're gonna get you'll get a 50-50 split of like conservatives and like if you tell a political joke in Chicago, you'll get like a pretty dead split.
Yeah,
of people liking it, and then some people going and getting mad about it. You know?
Totally, 100%.
Especially if my dad's in the crowd.
Well, you got one of those dads too.
What? That he's a righty? He's a righty.
Yeah,
oh,
all the way right.
Dude. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah. The way he ingests Fox News should be tracked and signed. Like it should be seen. It's scary. I
think my dad could be a correspondent at
honestly,
this point. Yeah,
he could be on the air.
He could just say like riddle off whatever he wants to say, and they'd be like, "Yeah, that's actually
he knows
completely correct,
everything that
Mickey."
comes out of their mouth, dude. It's crazy. He'll repeat it back. It's like SportsCenter. He's watched the one at noon. He'll watch the same broadcast at 5.
Yeah,
it's so sad.
He doesn't
dude.
even know it's a rerun. I mean, Shane Gillis has the best bit about that. It's like
better to have a Fox News dad than a Fox News mom.
Yeah,
that's exactly right.
Like, but he says you'll be at dinner and he'll just be like, Nancy Pelosi's a bitch.
Yeah,
like, where did that come from?
Why? Just give me the chicken.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he likes what he likes. They're old. He's old and white.
Yeah, my dad was always like that, but it's a little more enhanced with the zippity zap of it all.
Yeah, the new administration's got people zip zapping a little bit heavier now. And your dad was shocked.
Yeah, quite literally shocked. And we've caught him on a few message boards.
Oh, really? Is he like a Reddit dog?
Yeah.
He's out there.
Yeah, he's in the unfinished side of the basement riddling off shit.
Oh,
but it's not riddling. He's more like this.
Good. Yeah, finger pecking. Yeah, hunt and peck.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't go too deep and he starts getting all you know what I mean?
Well, he comes around sometimes. I don't know. He can
Let me tell you about Israel, Palestine. You're like, Dad, shut it down.
Yeah, no, dude.
Shut down.
He's got
Reddit.
a whole plan.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's that on fathers. I did have this question. Do you think we could be related?
You and I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we look like siblings.
Yeah.
We think the same. You've got a dark, twisted, dark sense of humor. I think we could be from the same brood.
Given that the world's population of redheads is 1% to 2%.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, no.
But you consider yourself you're not really a red. You're like
an Auburn.
Yeah, you're Auburn.
Yeah.
You got the good one. That's the one.
It's decent.
No, that's a nice color.
It's good.
You don't want to be orange, man.
Yeah, orange is tough.
This was tough.
Yeah,
this was hard.
Brutal. Well, that's why you had to be funny, right?
It's why I learned how to run fast. Because you could punch and run. If you could punch and run, I'd punch and run. Hit him as hard as I can and run as fast as I could.
And some people would say that's cowardly, but I respect it.
Fuck yeah. No, but it was to the face. It wasn't to the back of the head. I would hit you in the face.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel like fighting.
I got jumped a lot. Have you ever been jumped?
Yeah, well, I put myself in a situation where it was my fault. Like a friend was in a fight in college, being an asshole, and we elected to help him. And we were severely outnumbered. So I didn't really get jumped. I got what I deserved.
No, that's true.
We got the shit beat out of us because we thought it was stupid. We should have just broke up the whole thing. But we thought we were tough guys.
No, you got to do it. You got to give it at least a whirl. That's your boy.
Worked, man. You get jumped? You got jumped?
Yeah, a few times.
Why?
I don't know. I just had like one of those faces, I think.
That people wanted to fight you?
I mean, there was one time, 21 Savage concert. We were trying to get to the front. Just 2 white girls. I mean, obviously that's we shouldn't have been doing that.
And you were elbowing people and were you fucked up too?
Yeah, well, no, that's a given.
Yeah,
4 locos.
That's what happens. Yo, you're locoing.
Locoing.
Gross.
Yeah.
That's dangerous shit, dude. You don't do that anymore, right?
No, there was something. I could drink 22 beers and be all right.
You can
have
drink
one of
22
these?
beers?
I could drink 22 beers.
22 beers.
Yeah.
And still be functioning?
I'd be pretty decent. I'd have to call it a night at 22, but I think I'm good.
22.
Yeah.
Lights though, like a Miller Lite, Bud
lights.
Light.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
Could you do 22 IPAs?
I'm just starting to sip on those. That's like a
You do 10 of
acquired
those,
taste.
you'll be fucking in space.
Well, I mean, the plan is to last all night.
I know, but see, not for me. See, I'm 41. It's over. I'm trying to get as annihilated as I can.
You're still drinking.
Oh yeah.
I haven't met. I mean, it seems like everyone's gone fucking sober.
Most people are. I
Yeah.
take big breaks. I go through the thing where I have to like clean out. Once you hit 40, you kind of, it hurts a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure.
My pee changes. That's a dead
Are we
giveaway.
talking like scent or
the
color?
stream, the scent, the color. Yeah. And when that changes, your body's going, hey, dude,
It's over.
chill out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
chill
fair.
out. So I had to learn how to chill out a little bit. I'll go through big breaks, but like last night we had some friends over and we didn't get, but like have a couple drinks, sit on the patio, smoke a joint. Like that's my life now.
Yeah,
I'll do
that's
that.
good. I like that.
I won't
can
go.
get into
I'm not
that.
going out to the bar and getting wrecked anymore.
No,
Can't.
you can't be doing that. Do
I
you
wish
drink,
though. It would be fun. I see it. It looks fun.
Do you drink for your shows or no?
No, I used to drink. I used to have a drink on stage, but now I just don't like the way, especially if I'm doing 2 shows a night. I just don't like, I'm tired by the second one. So now I'll have a cocktail with Zach Townsend, who usually comes with me. We'll have a drink or 2 after.
Okay, yeah.
Just wait till because now you can't. But when I was 26, dude, come on.
Yeah, I mean, well, I had to learn the hard way. I was having like 7 or 8 before I went on stage.
Sure, whatever makes you loose, baby.
Yeah, no, it was too loose.
It was too loose.
Bad.
Yeah, you're
It
sloppy.
was not good. And then
You're sloppy?
I look back, I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'm totally better when I'm not drinking.
Yeah, wait, well, no, you inherently. I don't know any. The only people that are better on substances are musicians.
Yeah.
I've never seen a comedian be better when they're like completely gone. I mean, Stanhope is an anomaly. Stanhope could be shit-faced and still perform well, but he's like comedy's Hunter S. Thompson.
Yeah.
He can ride the fucking lightning. He can be just cooked and keep riding all night long. He's got that in him.
Well, that's something fantastic.
I mean, he's a special breed. But I don't know most comics that you see them get all sloppy on stage, and it's fun for like a couple minutes, and then you're like, oh, this is tough. But musicians, man, I have some friends that they could be off their rocker and play perfect fucking music.
It's wild. And you have a lot of famous friends.
No.
You don't know any country, but we were talking offline.
No country. I don't know any country artists.
Country artists at all.
Name a country artist.
Shania Twain.
I know her though.
Yeah, because she's a pop princess.
Give me someone
All right,
new.
Let me fuck. Now you got me.
Yeah, see, I don't
Morgan Wallen.
Nope. Don't know who that is.
Jelly Roll.
I know Jelly Roll. I met him.
Okay.
I met him.
I was gonna say,
I
'cause
met
he
him one
runs-
time.
He runs around with some of your pals.
Yeah, no, he's around comedy. I know him.
He's a good guy.
But he's not traditional country, is he?
No,
Or
I wouldn't say
he's
so.
he's like soul, country, rock. He's like a bunch.
Yeah.
Like who's like the country star?
You
don't like country?
I don't really like country. I
What's
like
the-
country if I'm trying to impress like someone who owns a boat or something.
Oh yeah,
like
trying
that
to get
kind
on
of
that
thing.
boat.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'll wave a flag around for you.
are you single?
I am.
You having fun?
No.
No. Oh shit.
No, it's funny, like every time that gets brought up, I get all weird. I went on Theo Vaughn's pod, and he's like, yeah, so you know, you're young.
dude, you got to be single, moving about, dude.
So I hit him with
Swimming like an eel through time and space, man. Just trying to
like
slither in there, man.
Well, so you sound just like him because that's kind of what he said.
I get
except
so used to him.
a little different. I said, I just don't fuck, and he said,
You don't.
oh
fuck,
wow, I bet you're gonna get like a lot of like sperm coming your way this year, Gracie girl.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it was like
That's a Theo Vaughn. He willed it to the universe.
that's a classic. They wrote it up
when
on
you
the
say
New
you
York
don't
Times.
fuck, you mean you're not interested in it, or you
I'm
don't?
I'm just not getting it. You know,
Oh, you're not getting it.
I'm
but
just not getting it.
But you want it.
Well, so that's what I leaned into it with him, and I said, well, I would love to be a whore if I could. It's just
All right.
not there.
Well, hey, audience.
Yeah, I know.
Step it up, dude. Start
it's
sucking
every
on these
week.
titties.
Well, it's every week, dude, and all my fans are all women.
You don't get hit up at all by guys online?
No, unless they've got like like they look like a twisted sister of a clone made in a lab or something.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I should send you my DMs. It's all guys.
Yeah.
It's almost 100% men. What up, dog? You're the fucking man, or fuck you, or tell Bobby I said what's up, or eat shit, or
Tell Bobby I said what's up. That
tell
was
Bobby I
tough.
said what's up. And then a lot of times I'll get dicks too. I get dicks.
Yeah.
I get a good amount of dicks.
You think
I've
people
never
think
had
you're leaning
one.
that way?
What's that?
You think people are thinking you're leaning that way maybe once?
No, I don't put off gay. I
No,
don't
you
give
don't.
out gay.
You give Boston Irish.
Boss, yeah. See,
Yeah.
I don't put out gay. I would put out if I was gay, but I don't put gay out to the world.
Yeah.
But I do think a lot of gay guys try. I have got like, if I have like Mateo on my show or like a handsome gay guy, then a small group of like cool gays will hit me up to see if they can bait me, and I'll open the photo.
Yeah, no, of course. You gotta it piques your interest.
I want to see, dude.
You just gotta see it. You gotta
I check
see
it out. I compare. I contrast. I take notes. And then I close
put it in an album.
I put it in. I print it out. I put it on my wall. My wallpaper's all dicks. I've never gotten one like tit.
No?
No. After all these years.
Well, because it's mostly men at your shows, correct?
No. It's actually a really good split now. I think like Bad Friends has opened up the world of like a lot of couples will listen to us together. Like a guy will introduce it to his wife or girlfriend, and vice versa. We'll have a girl who's like loves the show and then brings her boyfriend in.
Oh, no shit.
We've gotten that a lot. Our numbers have skewed better as time has gone on to being pretty good. Like our audiences now, you see them, I'm proud of it, that I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, it's like couple. It's like,
Yeah, because that's what you want. You want a 50-50 split.
yeah, it's almost never like all bros or a group of chicks. It's
Yeah.
almost always like, hey, this is me and my husband, and this is another couple. They bring like 5 couples.
It's their big night
This
out.
is their dinner night. Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually love it.
That's
'cause
great.
my fans are slowly getting older. Mm-hmm. So when we were younger, yeah, it's bros.
Yeah. I mean, I have all girls right now.
That's good.
After shows, the butch lesbians are like, "You sure?" I'm like, "I'm sure."
Testing the water,
Yeah,
huh?
they're always trying to turn me. It's
You've
crazy.
never tried it. You never tried it.
No, I never tried it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
should've.
maybe one day. I don't know. Who's to say?
No, you're not. It's not you.
I'm not really there. I just like I give it off. I get that, but it's not happening.
It's not you.
I'm not ready to
You
munch
need
box,
to catch
man.
some dick.
Yeah, man.
Well, while you're in LA out there, if you're listening and you're free and you really want to,
I do this to
Slam
myself
the G.
every time.
where
Are
you
you
guys?
dating? I should.
No, I'm married.
Well, you're married.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm
yeah.
married to a
Okay.
guy.
Well, good for
No,
you.
I'm married to a woman.
Okay, my
I'm married to a
apologies.
woman for now. I got to tell you, I'm thinking about just running away and losing my mind alone in the woods.
Well, that's what they say touring does to someone.
Now, see, touring wouldn't do it to me. I just think it's the business. The business itself makes you lose your fucking. Touring's kind of fucking great because you get to like get away, see new shit. You
Yeah.
feel like you're kind of on a mini vacation sometimes.
Yeah, it is nice.
I mean, it's a drag sometimes, but a lot. When you go to certain cities, let's talk shit.
Yeah.
Let's name our worst cities.
Oh shit.
Come on, dude. Bury yourself. Fuck
Nashville-
up your future somewhere.
Nashville kind of fucked me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's wild because Nashville's not on my bad list. That's on a
Damn.
good list.
Yeah, no.
Zanies?
I love Zanies,
Yeah.
but it was the crowd. It was a New Year's Eve crowd,
At Zanies.
and it was like one of my first shows on the tour.
Oh, dude, New Year's Eve fucking sucks.
Yeah, I was like, damn, this is gonna be a long
those
tour.
suck. Everyone's drunk. They're annoying.
Yeah.
No, and you're not. You're background music for their fun.
Yeah,
You don't even
yeah.
exist. They didn't go to see comedy. I've done those before. They suck. Nashville is, as a whole, good comedy town. I don't like the fucking bachelorette parties on the bike. You know when they bike around they bicycle the van
It's
or
a
whatever?
woohoo city.
Ugh.
That's it. That's all they got.
They're screaming and they're bumping some shit song, and I don't like that.
And it's always like it's like, oh my god, look at her. It's like,
crazy.
like-
She's fucking crazy. That's all you hear all
she's
night.
wearing heels. She usually wears flats. That's
Yeah,
what's crazy.
It's not that big of a deal.
We're going nuts for that.
No, I don't like that part of Nashville, like that strip of like. Also, to be fair, I don't fucking like country music. So every time we go out down there and someone's like, dude, you got to go to this bar and listen to this band, and we walk in there,
Ears
I'm
are
like,
bleeding.
I do not want to hear this shit.
But if you get lucky, you could see Kid Rock acting a fool. That's always fun.
You know what was found out that it was really funny? We went to his bar after all that, the Bud Light trans stuff happened, you know, and
Oh, yeah, he's
he
a big
like shot
advocate
a
for
case
that.
of it in his backyard. Yeah, he was like anti-fucking Bud Light.
You know who also quit drinking Bud Light after 40 years? My father.
Yeah, he was done.
Yeah.
Huh? Not drinking that.
No, he's better now. He's came
I don't want
back.
my dick to fall off.
I was like, "Are you?" I'm like, "Explain it to me." He's like, "You just don't get it."
It's so weird to me.
It's so crazy.
Kid Rock's bar was still serving Bud Light though, which I thought was so fucking
That is
funny.
pretty ironic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Like, yeah, sales are good though.
That is a moment in our history where you're like, wow, how fucking dumb. How dumb were people that they were like, oh, you're trying to market for trans people. They gave a can of beer to a trans person as like a cool marketing promo.
Yeah.
They didn't make like a fucking line of trans beer. It's like, what are you talking about? They did a marketing promo that you didn't like.
It's so crazy.
It's the weirdest shit. I never get, people amaze me at how fucking one line they are. That you're like, that bothers you that much? That's not even a real thing in your world. You don't even know it exists.
Yeah, like
what do you care about?
It wasn't for you.
Oh, I know. It's so weird.
And then I just couldn't believe my dad. So my dad did like the most ironic thing of like, I'm done drinking Bud Light. And he's always been American-made beer, American guy, Bud Light guy. Switches to Coronas.
Whoa.
I'm like, dude.
Made in Mexico, dog.
What are you doing, my man?
It's the Gulf of America now. Coronas are okay to have.
Yeah, no, that's the way he thinks, I'm sure.
You know what? I didn't drink Bud Light only because I think it's shit. I think it's poo-poo shit beer. Give me a Miller Lite any day of the week, dude.
Oh, Miller Lite.
I'm gonna take a Miller.
That's a divorcee kind
well,
of beer.
dude, I'm from Chicago, and
Yeah.
Miller is Milwaukee, so
Oh, no shit.
it's right there.
Yeah.
I'd rather have. I think the pecking order goes Miller, Bud, Coors, Light, but Coors Heavy, Coors Banquet. Oof, it's tough because champagne of beers. Miller High Life is pretty good. Bud Heavy is up there, but I think Coors Original the best.
I think those banquets, they're like in that bottle,
Oh, yeah.
fashion style. I think people are trying too hard to be cool.
You think it's like a
It's
a hipster thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like musicians thinking they're the shit.
Right.
Being like,
right.
I only drink these because they're classic.
Right.
It's like, fuck off.
What's your alcohol?
I go Bud Light. I go Mick Ultra. I go cider.
Booze? You don't drink any alcohol? No, like whiskey or tequila?
No, I try not to.
That's what we got to get you to do. You want some dick? You got to get on that stuff.
Yeah, no.
You'll be fishing for dick with that stuff,
I mean,
dude.
you saw me the other day. I only had a couple beers in me. And
That's it?
I ransacked you.
You look like you were having a fun time.
Yeah, I was having a blast. I had a.
You were humming, dude.
I had myself. Yeah, no, that was really. I left there being like, geez. Well, I woke up the next morning. I didn't leave there thinking crazy.
Dude,
it
the
wasn't
next
until
day.
the next morning I was like, fuck.
You didn't do anything wrong. There was no regret there.
I think I just yelled at you. Aren't you supposed to be in fucking Siberia or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Korea.
Hi, nice to meet you. Is what I
Yeah.
meant to say.
No, I was supposed to be in Korea,
Korea.
but I canceled Korea. For you. I thought I should stay.
Yeah, no, that's really sweet.
But I did want to go to Korea for the first time. I was really sad
No,
it didn't
that
work
is-
out. We were supposed to go to Korea, and I was supposed to bring Bob. Bobby and I were going to go, and privately, unfortunately, I can't say why, but the company that we were going to do it with, they didn't, blah, 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 and I was super butthurt because I was like, think about how fucking fun that would be if me and him got to spend 5 days in Korea.
That's sick.
Ugh.
Would you have done it and like just gone together and not recorded anything, or?
Sadly, you have to film something.
You
It's like,
gotta,
that's so
yeah.
gross. Do I want to not do that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, of course.
But like in this day and age, what we do is we're pretty good. Like we don't flood the internet with stuff other than our show. The internet kind of does it for us. But like on social, I'm not good on social. Like I don't know. I'm not. People post like 6 times a day in clips. I'm not good at it. So we don't do that. Bob and I both are the same. Where we're not really good at it. But we would have had one camera person film some fun stuff. Like if we went and did something just to have it, just in case.
just to put on the
podcast
page. You
No,
think?
but the thing with us is sometimes we'll shoot stuff just to see if there's something there, and if we don't use it, we don't fucking use it.
Okay, yeah.
If we're like, that sucked, we didn't like that.
Yeah.
We're not like the Paul brother. We don't need the thing. You know what I mean?
Don't even get me started.
Yeah. We don't like need it. I'm not even taking a shot at it. I just mean like, there's certain people that like their whole day has to be captured. They try to find a way to use it, which is clever. It's good money on them. But every time we record something, either me or Bob or both, we end up filming and then being like, that was fucking awful.
That was ass. Really?
Throw that in the trash.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because we don't like public stuff. We like the studio stuff, and then that's it.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah, I'll do the show. The other stuff is like, can't we just be...
Have you seen the signs for that Paul American show?
Who's that?
The Paul brothers. They have like a
I saw a
reality
clip on
show.
TikTok that their dad was on a plane. Did their dad beat the shit out of them?
Beat the fuck
right.
out of them.
Oh, that's
yeah,
rad.
no.
That's nice.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
But I heard he was on a plane and they were going to do ayahuasca and they were like, no drinks. He ordered drinks on the jet and they were like, no drinks before ayahuasca. And he's like, buddy, I've done coke, ketamine, whatever the fuck he named, acid.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to be fucking, I never obeyed the rules. I was like, this guy is built for reality TV.
Well, people were commenting like, damn, like now we know where the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, all this shit. That's just every guy from Boston, in my opinion.
That's Boston.
It's like,
that's just Boston people.
it is what it is.
What part of Boston are you guys from?
I'm not. I'm from like the suburbs of Boston.
Sure.
Yeah,
I love Boston so much. That's like my second favorite city.
And so first has to be Chicago, right?
It is, yeah. But I love Boston. There's something about that city. It's always been good to me touring wise. Every time I go, I have like
they think you're one of us.
I know they do. They do. But also, it's like the nooks. Yeah, I go. I walk around and I turn into Burr.
Yeah,
dude, the fucking North End. Take me to fucking Nico's. No, I love Boston. I don't know what it is. There's something about, and I haven't been far in Boston. Like it's not like I've explored a lot. You know what I mean?
No,
I
it's
only
just
know
you're in and you're out.
I only know the nook that I know, but I do love walking the commons when it's nice out.
No, it's good stuff.
It's like the prettiest shit on earth. And what's it north of the park? There is
Beacon Hill. Oh yeah, it's where Tom Brady lives.
Yeah, right.
My dad used to do plumbing over there.
Did he?
Yeah, with
over there
Yo-Yo
at
Ma.
Beacon Hill.
Yeah,
I'm doing plumbing at Beacon Hill. Would be fucking late for dinner. Leave the door open.
Quite literally, like, oh, dude, they're living the dream over there. I'm like, he's like, yeah, they make me take my shoes off. I'm trying to do plumbing. I got steel toes.
That's how you know that they're rich. They make you take your fucking shoes off.
Yeah,
that's interesting. That is a when people get enough money at a certain level, and you go to a friend's house. And they go, could you take your shoes off? You're like, oh, fuck, they're rich.
Yeah.
That's like the dead giveaway.
Has that ever happened to you where like it was your buddy and they've flipped a switch a little bit? Like,
oh, my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen so many people. Yeah.
That's
I've seen a lot of. Well.
When do they flip? Like what does it for
what
these people?
changes?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it negatively. I just say like sometimes you see people you've seen friends get like a lot of success, like little stuff. They just, they're not goofing anymore.
Yeah, you're trying not to be specific here.
It's hard.
Yeah. I know.
Well, it's so funny, but I've seen a lot of guys get successful that I'm proud of, that I'm happy that like I'll give you a good example is like Adam Ray and I not started together, but we kind of came up together.
Yeah.
And our class or whatever, and he's been working like a dog for a long time, and to see like the Dr. Phil thing for him and what's going on for him, like I'm so happy for him.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Because it's cool to see one of your friends like. I don't know. It's cool. There's something about it after working so fucking hard. You're like, good shit, dude.
Yeah, 100%.
Fuck yeah, I'm glad. And then there's sometimes you see people that continue to succeed and you fucking can't stand them. And you're like, man, why can't that crash?
Yeah, I know.
Why can't that plane just fucking crash?
Yeah.
I'm talking about Whitney. No.
Not too much on my girl. That's why I'm here.
No. She knows. I give her a big hug and a kiss. I love Whitney. I got COVID at her house. I got COVID-1 at her crib.
Sounds like a lot of people did.
Oh, Whitney?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Whitney handed out COVID.
She's having COVID parties.
You don't still work with her, do you?
We haven't in a while.
No.
I was opening for her, yeah.
But no more.
Not right now.
You're flying
no.
free. You got to fly solo.
I got my tour.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You got to fly solo.
Was,
you can do the other ones, but you got to. Anybody that's ever worked with me that's open for me, I'm like, you might get a year. You'll get one full tour.
Yeah.
And then maybe if I tour again like later in the year, you might do a couple of dates, but then I cut them off.
Oh, like to their benefit?
Yeah, because I want them to fly free. Like my hope is that I can introduce them to enough clubs or people in contacts that they can get one-nighters, like solos, and then slowly grow, because I don't want them to get comfortable. And you see some people that like are on with someone for a long time, and you're like, dude, you gotta go. Like, that's the only way
you're gotta fly.
You gotta do it. It sucks, dude. It fucking sucks. I hate doing it, especially if it's like a really good friend. I'm like, oh shit.
Why do I feel like you just stop answering them?
No, fuck no. No, dude. Oh, Chris O'Connor used to open for me for a long time. Like, I met him on the road in Indianapolis, and he's part of Gillis's group, Tommy Pope and those guys, and I met him and we became instant best friends.
Yeah. And
I said at some point, I was like, I gotta, we can't keep doing it, because I want you to go do your own headlining.
It's like a breakup.
It is, dude. And
like,
but then he did good. Him and Tommy Pope created a show and they did well. And then now he's on Tires with Shane. And he's doing fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You just want to see your baby birds flying.
Yeah, totally.
You don't want to keep them in the nest.
No, I mean that's a good thing you did.
I know. Well, I'm trying. There's a new. I'm going to start taking out. Well, maybe when I tour, when I go back out again, is Devontre Coleman. Do you know him?
No.
Oh, he's fantastic.
Really?
He's so fucking funny, dude. Certain people you like click with right away, and you're like, oh, that I like that.
Fuck yeah.
I don't even know what that is, but he's a young guy that just moved down here at the store now, and he's great, man. The only hiccup is that he's black. Outside of that, I really like him.
I think you can get over it.
Yeah,
you got a little bit of your father in you, though.
We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah. Just make sure he's on time.
He won't be. I tell him the show's at 4. Yeah, 4 p.m. show, man.
Yeah, it's Milwaukee. It's a little different. I do this silly segment on here where I'm looking for a new co-host. All right,
It's me.
And so I'm gonna see if you'd pass the test.
Oh, thank you. Let me see.
I'm gonna give you a list of situations, and I want you to tell me who you're calling first if you need help, either me or Bobby.
Okay. Oh my God.
All right, so you need a ride home from the airport.
You.
I don't have a license.
You.
All right. Asking for a ride to the hospital.
You.
I don't have a license.
You.
Trusting with your passwords or for safekeeping.
You.
Okay. Letting babysit your firstborn child.
Bobby.
Hiring a hitman.
You. Boston.
Going in on a timeshare in Barbados.
Bobby and I actually have a timeshare in Cabo.
No shit.
No, we don't. No, I'm kidding.
I was gonna say it's really
No.
funny.
No. But you know what's so funny? The only one that I did say him
Yeah.
was baby.
Yeah.
And the only reason why is because Bobby with kids will blow your mind.
Really?
He's the sweetest dude. It's insane. When he sees babies, he gets like he morphs into he's already a child.
Yeah.
He's a 52-year-old child.
I just did Trash Tuesday. They were talking about how they would always clean up Bobby's shit
yeah.
everywhere. I'm like, are you guys allowed to say this?
Yes.
This is, you just talk about this.
Yeah,
this
he's
is the podcast.
He's a big baby. But when he sees kids and when he like when kids come around, like our friends that have kids that come around, he's a magic man, dude.
Wow.
He like embodies this sweet. Well, first of all, he thinks like they think. He's on the same wavelength.
That's always like that weird, creepy uncle. He was wicked cool when you were young.
Right.
And then you get older, you're like, you never developed. Uncle Marky's a little different.
Is he chewing on the couch again? Yeah. Did you guys have a creepy uncle?
Yeah.
You did?
But it was funny.
We got lucky. We didn't have a creepy uncle. We had a creepy neighbor. My sister didn't like our neighbor. He would say wild shit. Like he'd come to the house, and I never really noticed it because I didn't pay attention. Well, also
he
again,
was only
like,
gunning for her, you know.
I know. I was kind of offended. He didn't want to
Yeah.
hit me, but he would say stuff. He'd be like, "Oh, you're growing up fast," you know, that kind of
really filling up that bathing suit.
You guys have heard that foul shit your whole life.
yeah.
Right? There's always like a creepy guy, and you're like one of your parents' friends that's like. Who's gonna be a big grown woman soon?
Yeah.
Yeah, nasty shit, dude. That guy sucks.
Yeah.
That's so creepo and my sister would tell me some of the stuff he would say. And I was like, damn, dude, I can't believe I never heard it. Like he would say some shit like, I like it better when your hair's up.
Ooh.
Fucking gross.
That's some weird shit. You want to see them shoulders. That's why you gotta wear
That's
sweaters
so
at
weird,
school.
dude. And then she was like, I didn't even know what to say. I'd be like, oh, you should should shit on him. Just say some, we know so many secrets about him.
The more I think about it, I think our dad was the creepy uncle.
Your dad said creepy shit?
He didn't say creepy shit, but he did creepy things. Like he would threaten my cousins with the blowtorch.
No, that's standard dad shit.
Yeah?
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, they said
if they're getting out of line, you gotta fucking, you gotta let them know.
They would chase him around. He would chase him around.
No, that's
They
standard
say,
dad shit. That's cool.
They're kind of pussies. They say they still talk about it in therapy. I don't know.
They probably don't.
Well.
Did your dad ever hit you guys?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
You gotta get a little.
You don't have to.
You know.
The noise said everything. Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah.
You slapped around a little bit.
Fucking. But I deserved every time I got hit. I know that sounds cliche.
Yeah.
When I got smacked in the back of the head, it's because I was a fuck up.
Yeah, you little shit.
It's not because I was doing the right thing or I was being a smartass. I probably said some dumb shit. You deserve a crack. It was rude.
My dad found me in a parked car at an apartment when he couldn't find me for a whole night.
What were you doing?
I got kicked out of a concert, found my way home in a limo with some freshmen, and just kind of slept in my car.
You slept in your car?
Yeah.
Why didn't you just go home?
Because I knew enough I couldn't drive.
Oh, you were fucked up.
Yeah.
That's actually very smart.
Yeah.
So he was not mad. He was like, "This is good. I'm glad you didn't drive."
Yeah. A little bit. He was
still
like,
mad.
you could have got arrested.
Oh
He
my
knows
God,
from
Dad.
past experience,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How many times have you been arrested?
Oh, me not fake ID, but doesn't really count.
No.
No.
I got arrested.
What'd you get arrested for?
I got arrested for public intoxication,
Banger.
urinating in public.
That's sex offense.
Isn't that fucking weird? No, it's not. You know what it was, though? I had it reduced to disorderly conduct in public or whatever. But what's crazy is because I was peeing outside behind my buddy's bar, and the cop was like, he's like, go ahead and finish, and then we're going to fucking jail or whatever. And I was like, oh, dude, I had to pee. The bathrooms are stuffed.
Yeah.
It's outside. It's tucked behind a bar. I don't even know why he was back there.
He was waiting.
Yeah, I was like, he was probably pissing too. But then they made me do alcohol classes, so I didn't get like one of those like you don't get like a sexual charge for that.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah, I'm peeing outside. I'm not exposing myself to somebody. It's like behind a bar in an alley. But they made me go to alcohol whatever classes, and dude, the stories, because I was in there with like bona fide alcoholics, like guys who had some wild shit go down.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, and what about you? Do you know, share your story? I was like, I was just pissing behind a bar. I'm in college.
Like
I'm supposed to be doing this.
Yeah.
This is legit. Everyone hated the fact they were like, well, why is this kid in here? I'm like, this is so I don't have to go to jail. Like,
yeah.
That was my community service, and I had to do classes and shit and pay a fine for peeing outside. You never peed outside?
I did it last night.
That's what I'm saying.
I was
little squat and
I haven't done that in a little bit, but I did that. Yeah.
Little squat and trot.
I was like, excuse me, guys, 1 second.
Yeah.
Wait, you know,
You got. If you have to go, you have to go.
I'm a lady.
You're a woman of the night.
Well, actually, you're in my favorite show of all time.
What
I'm
is your
dying
favorite
up here.
show? Oh, seriously?
My favorite show of all time. I
No
loved that show so
Really?
much. I was bullshit that they canceled it.
Well, that's very nice. Yeah. Well, American TV watchers didn't like it.
Really?
The critics fucked us up, man.
Really?
Yeah, they didn't like us. I think it was hard. It was a period piece, so that also fucking annoys people. I think people are like, with stuff like that, I don't think it's their flavor. I mean, some people liked it a lot.
I loved it.
That's
I
why
thought it was great.
I love it.
It was actually the last time me and my dad actually sat down and
watched it together.
Watched it and like had a good moment together.
Did you ever see the scene where it was with my dad?
Yeah.
And we pee on his dead dog's grave?
Yep.
That is one of my. When we shot that scene, we shot it at like 4 or 5 in the morning, and we knew we were late and last up. So like, I said to Al Madrigal, I said, well, let's go get dinner late in Silver Lake, because my house was in Silver Lake in the show. And so we go out to like, I think we were a Fat Cat or something like that, and Black Cat. And then afterwards he's like, damn, dude, aren't we supposed to be like fucked up for this? Like we were supposed to be so fucked up, like blacked out and high. And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. We're like coming home and we're all fucked up. He's like, should we have a couple of cocktails to like cruise into it?
It's method acting.
And I was like, yeah, let's have a couple. By the way, we also had like 3 hours till we were up. So we have a cocktail. You have another one. We go to a bar. One more. He knows somebody there. We see someone. We go to another bar. Now we're getting calls like, hey, you guys are coming to set. And like, you know, we're about to shoot. We're ready. The lights are up. We get to that house, and I was fucking smoked. And and the guy who played my dad knew, and he's an extremely talented, very serious actor. And I went up to him and I was like, dude, I'm not gonna fuck up the scene. I promise. I'm just letting you know I'm fucked up. But I'm supposed to be fucked up in the scene, but I'm being honest with you, but we had some drinks. And he was like, use it. And I was like, oh, he's the fucking man. He didn't complain. He didn't get upset, because I thought, oh, I
thought that was going a different way.
Well, he's a real actor. He's like a theater actor, like a legit, I'm bullshit. And I was like, fuck, he's going to hate me. He's going to be like, unprofessional, fuck you, fire this kid.
Yeah.
And he was so good. And then we did that scene, and he was so much better, because he was like supposed to be mad that we were fucked up.
Yeah.
And he was kind of upset that it was late and we had run around all night. It worked.
That's fucking awesome.
It was so fun, man. That show was good. I appreciate you saying that. It was fun to do, but it was just, you know, it was tough, I think, because people criticized the fuck out of it. And
so like a win for you ended up being like something that like kind of sucks?
It was just one of those moments where like I loved it, but I was shocked that like people didn't like it the way I thought it was going to be received. I didn't think it was going to be like the show of the fucking century, but I did think it was going to get more love, but instead we got cooked. I think people just didn't, they just wanted to call bullshit. Also, I think doing stand-up on TV, because you're doing fake stand-up.
Yeah, so that was one of my questions. Like,
hard.
Did someone write for you for those jokes?
Yeah, because we're supposed to write in character, so we would have like a set list of jokes that we would work on with the writers, and then we could come up with our own if we wanted, they told us, you know, so we would improv a fuckload when we were filming. But you're filming those set days when you're on stage, you're doing, you know, 6 hours.
Yeah.
So you're just kind of riffing a lot, and then a lot of times you're finding new shit, and then you're doing jokes that are of the time. It has to be the 70s, you know? So we would write jokes for that, and we'd get them approved to see if they were like the rhythm of this character.
Yeah.
But it was tough. It's tough for someone to be like, these jokes aren't funny. You're like, yeah. This is fucking 1979.
Yeah, this isn't going to be
the
gold.
The material is very different from now.
Yeah.
So I think like that also threw people that were like, the stand-up isn't good. You're like, it's 50 years old.
Yeah.
No shit, it's not what you like. Yeah.
And so you didn't care writing for it, because it's not like you were going to take those jokes and use them for yourself.
You couldn't. And also like some of the jokes, I will say like the irony was sometimes you would like write a joke with a writer and you could still use it today, because that's how little we progress as a society.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Like we were writing jokes about there was a Roe v. Wade thing. You know what I mean?
That's back.
But it is so funny that you're like, oh yeah, half of that shit that we talked about is still, like we talked about how weed is illegal, and comically enough, weed's still illegal in a lot of states in the United States. It is so funny. It's like some of the things were interesting that a writer would write them, and I'd be like, dude, this is so fucked that you could do the exact same shit today.
That is wild.
Yeah, I think we progress as a society in very, very tiny little steps. We think we make huge leaps, but we really don't.
Nothing's all that different from
it's the same
back then.
shit.
Yeah.
Same shit.
Damn.
Same shit, just new spin.
I was bullshit as a watcher that it got canceled because we left on a cliffhanger.
I love you guys.
It was.
Yeah, that's right. We did. Yeah, same thing when they canceled Dave. They didn't cancel Dave, but when we stopped doing Dave, people wanted to know what the next season was. We know, but no one knows.
Oh, really?
Well,
you can never share that, right?
Well, no, because if he ever wants to do it, he may do it again, or we wouldn't do it again. But if he wants to take it and like do a spin off or whatever the fuck he wants to do,
and that's on him.
It's all on him. Yeah, It's all on Dave. Yeah.
How was working on that?
Fun, it was cool. I mean, that show was a hit in the sense of like people liked it, the critics liked it, and the audience liked it. So that was fun, and
it was like one of Hulu's first like good shows, I'd say.
It was the largest viewed comedy in FX's history because of the Hulu deal.
Oh, no shit. Okay.
Yeah, so that was kind of like a weird moment for us. Like we were like largest FX comedy. I was like, wow, Hulu.
Yeah.
Like it's because the Hulu numbers.
Yeah.
Like FX, still Always Sunny is the largest numbered comedy they've ever had.
Yeah.
But I'm friends with Charlie Day, and I like to fucking talk shit about that.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm like, you like your little fucking FX show?
Yeah.
Because we got the numbers, man.
Got the upper hand there.
Well, he's doing 19 seasons. I think they won.
Yeah, they've been on. I just said the other day, it's Always Sunny, The Simpsons, and Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, longest.
They're like longest running.
And it's got to be one of the soap operas. It's got to be like Days of Our Lives.
Would you ever do a soap opera?
I do one episode for fun. I think that'd be fucking rad. I do like a pop in.
Yeah, it'd be pretty funny.
As long as it's really dramatic and like someone's super fucking mad at me. I just want one scene where the woman's like, "Get the fuck out of here, Mark!" I want that. You know that?
Just play a piece of shit.
I know what you did. You piece of shit. You'll never see your kids again. I want that.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Yeah, I want that shit. And I want it to be like a,
What would be your ideal role?
In a soap opera? Oh, no, in
or
TV?
Or just like in general?
We're out with a show right now. I've done this my like a third time making the rounds, trying to go out with this other show that I wanted to make. But I just want to go back to like old school buddy comedies, group theory comedies, like what Sonny did, like what Workaholics did. I want that again.
Yeah, I think we're missing
McBride
that.
did. Yeah, I want that again. And it's hard for networks or companies to do those because a lot of the successful shows in the comedy space are not traditional comedy. They're like Seth's show, like The Studio on Apple.
Yeah.
It's not like a true comedy, but it's comedy.
It's tough to watch. Like it's so good, but it's like,
anxiety inducing.
It's
right?
anxiety, like,
and the fucking jazz in the background doesn't help.
Dude, totally. Like I was just watching the latest episode, and it's all of them trying to figure out the cast for Kool-Aid.
Yeah, Kool-Aid Man. Yeah,
Dude,
it's a great episode.
It's a great episode, and it's like exactly what's probably going on. It's like, well, we need them to all be black,
right?
And then it goes up to Ice Cube.
Well,
like,
if she's Asian, how Asian is she? Yeah,
it's fucking wild.
No, it's genius. But that's what I mean. Is like I think old school comedy is hard to find on TV now. I think it's a hard sell. I don't know if people want it. I mean, I want to do them.
Well, I like shows that get canceled, so
I know.
I'm
Me
the
too.
wrong person
Everything
to
I've ever
act.
liked gets canceled or it's underwatched.
That fucking sucks.
Like I thought Galifianakis, I thought Baskets is one of the best shows I've ever seen, and no one really watched. I mean, comedy nerds watched it, but outside of that, if I told someone like Back Home, that's the reference. It's if you ever want to know if something's actually popular, I call Back Home.
Yeah.
Talk to someone from Boston or Chicago and go, do you guys and people you work with know about this?
That's the most out of touch guy talking to anybody who's just like one of his pals that he grew up with.
I always go, hey, do you guys know about this in your office?
People watching this stuff?
No, because we get fucked up from the business.
Yeah.
You think you'll be living in LA or New York and you'll think everybody likes something, but go talk to someone in the real world and then you're like, no one fucking likes that shit.
I live in a bubble in New York.
But these cities are bubble. We live in,
It's like
Girls. The business loved the show Girls, and I'm not taking a shot at Girls, but it was like 300,000 people watched it. HBO
Really?
made it feel like it was 1 billion people. No one watched that show.
It's had a resurgence.
We loved the show. Business people in the industry loved the show, but it was not a high viewed show for HBO.
And now there's a podcast picking apart every episode, which is
of Girls.
Yes,
that's so funny.
Rewatching Girls, I think that's what it's called.
Rewatching Girls.
Yeah,
there's a great podcast I love, and they break down. They're these two funny guys. They're comics, and they do breakdowns of other people's shows like
yeah,
that.
yeah, no, the Talking Talk Tour.
Talking Talk to
Yeah, those guys are
buddy.
rock.
Those guys are so funny. I
so
I think
funny.
that kid is like he'll swirl wine.
Yeah,
And they'd be
but
like,
it's
"What
just
do you
juice.
What do you think she really meant by that?" Yeah, it's so good.
If I were those guys, I'd be so pumped you just said that.
They're so brilliant. Shout out to those guys. They're so fucking funny. I've seen clips and that makes me laugh so hard.
It came full circle. They went on the show.
Oh, they did?
They did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That girl's not done. Didn't she get in trouble? Didn't she fuck people over or something?
Yeah, she did crypto scam, classic.
I should have got in on that, dude.
I wish
I didn't
to
scam
God.
anybody. I'm still waiting for my time to scam.
What? Yeah, I mean,
I'm looking to scam, dude. I'm out here. I want to scam.
You might as well scam.
Yeah, get
you
your
know?
scam on.
You know, shows aren't getting picked up. You got to scam.
Yeah, dude. Trust me, I know.
I know nothing about that. I bet that's fucking brutal. I'm sorry.
The executives are like, get back out there and start scamming, buddy.
Start punking again.
I'll start punking again,
You gonna
dude.
punk?
I might as well.
Yeah, dude. All these
paid the
YouTube
bills.
kids, they just stole your shit.
They did. They took a lot of our stuff. Well, everybody's begging and borrowing from someone else, but we did so much wild shit on that fucking show that never made the air.
Look, I always thought it was crazy that anyone would sign off on that. Like after you just you
Yeah.
were just like a fucking asshole. You're like, yeah,
Yeah.
run it.
Well, you know what it was? The saving grace was like the property, right? Like the IP was saying like punked people know it was a brand to be associated with because they
Yeah.
were like, oh, it makes me look cool.
Because you got the like.
As
they
long
picked
as I
you.
looked cool, as long as they looked cool, they were cool. We had some people not sign.
Yeah.
We had a couple people that didn't sign, and they weren't fucking cool, and they know who they are. They like even though the bits weren't crazy, they were mad about something. But like, yeah, we made Drake. We put him at the Skirball Center, and we told him he was going to meet with Biden when he was the vice president.
What did you tell him Biden wanted from him?
No, we had his team internally say that he's going to go meet with the vice president at the Skirball Center for like a nonprofit event.
Oh, okay.
And we drove him in all these armored cars, and I played Secret Service. And we went to the basement of the Skirball Center, and we put these weights on the bottom of his car, kind of like like inside of a watch. There's I can't remember the name because I'm stupid, but it's a lopsided weight, and when it winds, the inertia will keep it spinning faster and faster. So it's a heavy weight that just whips around. So they build these things, and we put them underneath a car, so it feels like it's fucking shaking.
Oh shit.
So he thought he was in an earthquake.
Oh no way.
Yeah, and he's from Canada, so
He's never experienced
no,
that.
and it on camera. I can't believe he signed off on that to this day, because he was like grabbing his boy. He was like, "Yo, yo!" It was so funny, dude. It was so fucking mean to like watch this guy go, "Dog, are we gonna be okay, dog?" It was so good, man. And what worked great was we put those on our car.
Yeah.
Even though we couldn't shake the building, we shook just our car, but we made it so he couldn't get out. We child locked all the
that's
doors.
so good.
So all he sees is he feels the car shaking, and we have lights breaking on purpose and other cars
shit.
with the motor shaking. So from your visual, you just think the whole world is shaking.
Oh my god. And
But
he's
it's not moving.
25 sitting on 25 mil at the time.
That's exactly right, dude. That's right.
he's
How you
about to-
feel? How you feel? How you
He's
feel in that
feeling
earthquake?
scared.
Yeah, I told him I was a big fan, and he was like in the bit, and he was like, "God damn, I gotta call my mom and tell her the Secret Service likes my shit." We had fun on that show, and then we peeled out some bits that I think like, yeah, they got reused by YouTube, but that's fucking.
That's just kind of how
that's
it
how
goes,
it
I
goes,
guess.
man. That's how it goes.
What was your favorite like character you played on that? Because you usually played like a very like stern, down to earth guy.
On Punk'd, I think the best character or the best bit we ever did was with Justin Bieber and Taylor Swift, as we made her think.
Oh, that was
We made her
fucking
think she lit a
wild.
wedding on fire with a firework.
And
we
the
put a
whole boat was on fire.
Yeah, and then we came to shore, and I was like a disgruntled groom, and my wife kept saying to Taylor Swift, like, "Thank you, Taylor Swift. This is an omen. I shouldn't be marrying this guy."
That's so good.
and I was this guy who's just like so out of his element, losing it, being like, "Thanks a lot, Taylor Swift. I'm not gonna marry the love of my life because of you." It was so stupid, dude.
Oh, shit.
And she was heartbroken.
Do you know how you probably would be fully canceled, no career, if it was now with the Swifties?
Well, dude, yeah,
I
that's
can't
kind of
believe
funny.
You
yeah,
did that to our girl.
It's kind of crazy how they protect her like crazy. And then I met her now as a grown
yeah.
adult, which is very strange, and apologized profusely. I was like, "I'm sorry we did that when I was young." And you were much young. I mean, her and Bieber were young at the time. I think they were like, God, I don't know.
They were like 13.
I don't. It's got to be because
14?
what? This was 2011.
Oh, okay. It's just like
10, maybe 2010, 10 or 11. I
she's
don't
like
even know. She was probably 20 years old, 19 or 20.
You're not fucking with kids. That's good.
No, but they were so young in their career. You know, like they were still, 19 is young, 20, she was young, but like also they were young. Do you know what I mean?
Just
like,
completely,
It was just there's something else that was young because they were so like.
They started so young that
they like
so a little delayed on the.
You're super delayed. Yeah. Musicians
totally
and
fair.
gymnasts. You know what I mean? It's like they're delayed in a way where they're not childish, but their world is so protected.
Yeah.
They're not allowed to just be a fucking normal kid.
Yeah.
You know, there's like 30 people around them at all times being like, eat this, don't do that. You have to leave. Seeing people tell a young famous person, we have to go, is the creepiest shit ever.
Yeah, that's weird.
Well, because they don't have any control. You know, then you when you see that in Hollywood, and it's not creepy. I don't mean in a gross way. I just mean
just
like
in like
handlers are like, we have to get you home.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, dude, that sucks. They can't just like be. They're not allowed to be.
Yeah.
They're on like a timetable and they have to like, we have to go to this interview and then you got to go see Ryan Seacrest and then you need to sign this thing. We're making your sneaker deal. And there's no way. It's
always a sneaker deal.
It's always a sneaker deal, dude. Reebok called. And there's no way that they can like live in the moment because so when someone's like, when people criticized Bieber years ago and they were like, what a fucking punk ass kid, blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, you give you 10 million when you're 16. You'd lose your mind.
You'd be dead.
Yes, you'd be dead. You'd be dead. You'd do some dumb shit. I would have done so much worse than whatever that kid did.
He pissed in a bucket.
Big fucking deal,
Pissed
dude.
in a bucket.
I was broke and I did way worse shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Imagine if I had 10 million, I'd have been a fucking asshole. We did so much dumb shit when we were 15 and 16. But anyway, they were fun to work with, but it was wild to watch them kind of like, explode into. Watch Bieber grow. It was wild to see.
Yeah,
that
that's pretty nuts.
in front of our face. I mean, he was already famous, but we watched it all kind of continue as a trip.
What age did you move out here?
I moved here when I was 22 years old. The moment I graduated college, I got into a car. I got the fuck out. Yeah, I moved to Long Beach
with a dream, one car and a dream. Or?
No dreams.
You have something
a lot of nightmares actually.
Yeah,
a lot of it's not going to work out. You're going to have to move back home. No, I moved here from Arizona State. I went straight here because I knew if I went back to Chicago, I probably would never try anything.
That's fair.
And so I moved here with some friends that were from California.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah.
You weren't just like solo dolo in it.
It was like three guys one guy, my buddy Colin, who was from the Bay, he was going to move to Southern California because we knew a bunch of guys that lived in Long Beach. Mm-hmm. And my goal was to get to LA. And so we met a couple of dudes down there. I slept on a lazy boy for a little while and then we scrounged enough money. I got a day job to get my own apartment or my apartment with him. And then I didn't have a car. So he loved to gamble. Shout out Miller. He would say, drop me off at the office and you could take the car. So I'd drop him to the casino, drop him off at the casino.
The office?
That was his office. And then I would drive to LA and do shows, do open mics. And a lot of times not get on, just like bounce around town.
Yeah.
And then drive back at like midnight, 1 a.m, pick him up from the casino, and then we go home and get fucked up and then do it all over again every day.
And if he won, it was a great night.
He won a lot, man. He was really good. I mean, he was able to pay his rent. I was fucking scared. I was struggling, bouncing from shitty job and I was an assistant at a physical therapy office.
What do you do there?
I started hanging with this chick. This chick was very nice to me, and we were seeing each other a little bit, and I was like, I need money. I'm so fucking broke. So if you hear of anything, and she's like, well, at the PT office that she was becoming a PT, she was going to school.
Oh, okay.
She's like, they need someone to like clean up shit. And I was like, I'll do fucking anything.
Yeah.
But then when I got there, the guy who ran it like kind of had a crush on me. He like liked me. We always goofed around because I didn't take it serious. So he like gave me way more responsibility than he would like make me check in on patients. What? He'd be like, go see how that guy's movement is. And I wasn't even in school for it.
You're playing a doctor.
I would just go up to him and fake it. I'd be like, let me see your arm. And dude, can you have this range of motion? And I would give them little workouts that they would tell me to give them. It's probably definitely illegal.
Yeah, bad stuff.
100%. It was 100% illegal. But no, that was like my first job, and then made my way up to LA finally. I met a bunch of guys on a grad school website for UCLA of guys looking for off-campus housing. So I lived with a bunch of grad students.
Oh, okay.
Or 2 graduates and 1 grad. And then it was 3 guys in 1 bathroom. 3 dudes, 1 bathroom. Gross. Can you imagine?
That's a lot of pubes in the sink.
So many pubes in the
sink.
sink.
It's out of control. And then
we had a pube sink. We called it a pube sink.
And everyone knows which one's yours.
Yeah. No, but I eat them, so no one knows. You know what I mean? I
That's-
clean up my mess.
Yeah, no, it was a good guy.
Everybody knows. 3 dudes in one bathroom. I did remember how fucking agonizing. We all had day jobs, so we'd have to plan it.
Oh, like who gets to shower before work?
Yeah, because we all had day gigs, so it was like we had to get up at the exact same time, and it was like who would get in. Then it became a routine of knowing who was gonna go, but you couldn't poop in the morning before shower.
No, you're gonna fuck everyone's day up.
Sucked, dude.
Yeah.
But sometimes you wake up and you're like, "Fuck, dude, what am I gonna shit in a bag or
Just
ruin
shit at
everyone's
the
day?"
office?
You can't. Yeah, but by the time I got to the office, it was far away. It's tough, right?
Yeah, that's tough.
We lived a good life.
That's good stuff.
And then what happened? And fucking, the world.
What was your first big gig?
Doing Punk'd was like
yeah.
well, my first like
Whitney
paid.
did punk too, right?
She did.
Yeah.
Before me, that old bitch. My first paid gig was I did a show. I did a show called Big on the Web, and then it was called The Surf Report. MSN.com had like a daily web update, like what's big on the web, what's the big numbers. So I hosted that for a year.
That's like a nuanced podcast. That was like the first.
It was kind of a trip, and
yeah.
that's how I got to quit my job, my day job, because that
MSNBC money.
Yeah, because that 1 year of money, I knew it would last me enough where I could go get small gigs here and there, and then be able to pay rent.
Oh fuck yeah.
But then after a year of being free, I did think, fuck, dude, did I make a big mistake?
Yeah.
Like I quit. I was like, I should probably get a job again.
I think I quit a little too early.
I got lucky, and then this other thing lined up, and then Punk'd happened because my buddy Sean was dating a girl who worked in a manager's office, and they needed young writers for a Comedy Central pilot, and they didn't want to pay. So every writer that went in, the budget was so shit that they were like, I'm not doing that fucking gig. There's no money. And I was like,
They'll always find someone.
I'm it. I was like, pay me nothing. I'll do it.
They'll fuck you no matter what because someone will always take it.
I'll take the money. Well, back then, too, I needed anything. So I took it. And then I wrote a Comedy Central pilot with Ian Edwards, the great Ian Edwards,
Yeah.
who I idolized, then got to work with. It was so weird. And the pilot was dog shit. But the studio liked it so much that that's how I got hired to do Punk'd. That they were like, will you write on the next season of Punk'd? Yeah.
Oh, no way. It
was kind of a trip.
That had been a fun writer's room.
Oh, my God. It was so much fun.
Like how to fuck with people. And then
that's all it was. It was a bunch of like smart comedy. It was a bunch of improv and stand-ups and then traditional writers. And it was just lunatics. It was a nightmare. Every day was like, how much fucked up shit can you come up with? And then someone would cross a line, and then people would get in an argument, and then
you look at someone a little different.
yeah.
Like Jesus Christ,
yeah, you're like,
Kyle.
you're comfortable with that? And they're like, look, dude,
I think
we grew up in
funny.
different cities, man.
Yeah.
But that's my bio.
Thank you very much.
You got my story.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I've only told that to you and you. That's it.
And 1,000 other people. I'm so sorry.
No, just some, but I don't give it all to everyone. I really like you. That's why I gave it to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
That's right.
You've done your podcast since 2018.
I started Whiskey Ginger, oh God, maybe 8 years ago. Maybe I think it is 8. I think it might be 8, 7 or 8. Yeah, one of those two.
And then you and Bobby started Bad Friends.
Pandemic, yeah.
That was pandemic.
Beginning of the pandy. We started it when it was an accident. We started it when he got out of rehab when his dad died. Within 3 months of us recording, the pandemic hit. How do
you do both and not run out of shit to say?
I do. I do. It's just like, but my show is me interviewing one person, and it's me one-on-oneing and having a chum fest like this.
Yeah.
And him and I, it's playtime. It's different. It's like there's a different portion of my brain. My niece said one time, I love this. She ate dinner and then she didn't finish.
Mm-hmm.
And her mom was like, well, you don't get dessert. And she was like, no. That's a different part of the stomach. Dessert is a different part of the stomach. I'm full from regular food, but there's a dessert part. And I was like, that's so fucking clever. Give that kid the dessert,
smart.
But that's how I feel with comedy with like, Bobby and I is a different part of my brain. Literally, it's a different function of my brain.
Yeah.
When I do like podcasts and other shit, like fun, playful, but with Bob, it's like, I don't know. It's like two little bad boys meeting up in the woods.
Yeah, poking something with a stick.
Yeah. See if it's still breathing. You want to taste it? Yeah, it's that.
Yeah.
It's just two little fucking dumb kids. He makes me feel like a kid. I don't think I'll ever get tired of doing that show.
I was just gonna ask, does it ever get?
We'll do that. We'll quit that show when people stop watching it.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll do it until the wheels fall off. I don't give a fuck. I'll do it even if people aren't watching it. But until it needs to die.
Yeah.
We'll keep doing it because we have so much. It's the most fun. We're going to do it Tuesday night, and I'm excited because we've got some bits planned, and he doesn't know about it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's my favorite shit, dude.
Good.
He gets so mad when he doesn't know.
I just met both of you for the first time the other
Yeah,
day.
in the lot. Was he in the lot too?
In the lot, yeah.
He just got a brand new car. He's the only guy I know. He'll get a brand new car and he'll hit something within a week.
Is that what happened?
Just got it.
Nice.
Just got it.
Something like a real spiffy car.
It's not. He doesn't ever do like fancy. He has like a Hyundai something. I have a Ferrari and a Lamborghini.
Okay, good for you.
And I have a Bentley, and I have a Rolls Royce. I have 4 Rolls Royces.
And I'm being punked.
You're being punked.
Yeah, bring out Ashton Kutcher.
Your sister just rips her fucking face off. She's Ashton.
Oh shit! Wait, so who's been your favorite guest on your pod? They're both yours, but on Whiskey Ginger.
No, yeah, because we don't have a lot of guests on Bad. We don't do Bad. We don't love having guests on because it throws our rhythm off. You know, like I think on Whiskey, when I did it in Australia with John Cena, it was probably one of the most fun I've ever had.
That sounds like a Mad Lib.
Yeah.
When I did my podcast,
when I fucked John Cena down under, he's just the man. John's like an insightful, thoughtful, funny person. He's just like he's everything you'd want him to be. He's like as cool as he is, nice, as talented as he is, hardworking.
Smart?
He's very smart, dude. He's very
that blows my
intelligent.
mind.
Yeah, he's very, I mean, like I think like people may think of him in a type of way because he's big, big, you know, big break.
I thought he'd be like Gronk.
No, dude, he's smart. No, he knows multiple languages. He would play piano in the middle of the day.
What?
Yeah, he's better than you and I.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
Jesus.
he's the fucking man. He was probably one of the best I've had on the show. I was trying to think of what's more fun is who was the worst I've ever had on the show.
Yeah, I'm trying to steer away from being clickbaity, but yeah, that'd be great.
No, yeah, who tanked? Well, I'm trying to think of who fucking tanked the shit and who didn't do great or who wanted to.
You ever not air an episode?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah,
that could be pretty.
There's been
brutal.
a few that I had to not air. Yeah, I'll tell you one that was funny. Hannah Berner thought I fucking didn't want her to air. She was like, I was like, the card fucked up. And she's like, yeah, I'm sure it fucking did.
Oh, well, that is a classic line.
And she held it against me for a while. And then she ended up coming back and doing it again anyway. But I was like, no, I'm serious. The card fucked up. Also, because I was running it by myself. I did that. I did that whole show by myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I have McCone, who's on Bad Friends, help me. But I taught myself all this shit when I started 8 years ago because relatively no one was doing it.
That was the gold mine. That was like the time to get in.
So I just started doing it and taught myself everything. I learned how to do every camera, and I learned how to edit, and then I found editors to help sometimes.
That's what I did to try to get into my last job. I just told them I knew how to do everything, and I bought Adobe for Dummies. And I learned it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I learned highlighting fucking pages.
But you have to do it. You have to like learn all that bullshit on your own. Otherwise, I just feel like you have to be resourceful because if you're left alone and people quit or someone, you have to figure it the fuck out.
Yeah. And
so
it's also
we did it.
like good to know, like if you don't know how someone else does their job, but you're working together, you have like, I feel like you're a little bit of an asshole.
Yeah, you get more respect when you learn how shitty things are, how hard things are to do.
Yeah, like some people would be like, well, why can't you get that out sooner? I'd be like, well, no, because it takes time.
Yeah,
you know?
it's not me.
Like, just don't be a piece of shit.
Don't be a piece of shit,
Don't be a piece of shit. It's as easy as that.
I'm trying to think of who's the worst guest I had on my show. I don't really know. There's people that I feel like they didn't have a good time. Like that's a fucking. You ever had someone on here where you're like?
My last pod I did, I was hungover and I thought it was gonna be really funny. We both did to have Jordan Belfort on, like the actual
Wolf of
one.
Wall Street.
Yeah. And he just was trying to sell his book, and
He
he
wrote a
wasn't
book?
telling it. Yeah,
Wow.
it's the second one, by the way.
Who wrote it though?
I know. I mean, that guy's out of his fucking mind. He's saying he doesn't do blow anymore. He's totally blowed up.
Sure.
Like I was like. He was running circles around me, and then I just asked, I'm like, can you go to the bank and ask for a stock? He goes, are you fucking stupid? I'm like, oh, okay.
Sweetheart, he was a nice guy.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it was brutal.
Fucking dick, dude.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? I wanted you to tell funny stories.
Yeah.
And he's like doing sell me this pen all over again.
Sell me this pen, dude.
I was like, fucking.
He's like, I
would have liked that.
Yeah, that'd have been fun.
That would have been fun.
I heard that was him. I think McConaughey made that whole thing up, right? That was
No, he
improv?
did. He improved that.
That's fucking
That was a
pretty
green light
rad.
for him.
Is that the name of it? That's the name of his book? Green lights. That's all I see, man.
It's just
It's green
everything's a
lights.
green light when you look at
You
it.
see red lights. It's because you're looking the wrong way. It's like, don't people tell people that they'll fucking get into a car accident.
I just did Adam's Dr. Phil.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was
Where'd you
super-
guys do it?
We did it in Texas, in Austin.
Nice.
And I found out right as I was about to go on that McConaughey was in the audience.
Oh, really?
And I think I choked. I was
No.
like, fuck, man.
No, I bet you did great.
I've never had someone in the audience like that. I was like, Jesus
Someone
Christ.
big like that?
I've never, yeah.
I do. I get that it can get in your head that you're like, oh, you want to do good in front of them. But then the less you think about it, the harder you crush.
Yeah, that's true.
If you just get it out of sight, if it's just like a who fucking cares that they're here, if you don't let that little piece inside of you, because the little kid inside of you, when someone you like is in there, you're like, fuck, I want to do so
I was
good.
like, dude, what am I gonna? They're like, we're not even gonna tell Adam. I'm like, well, I'm gonna blurt it on stage because I get word vomit like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
fucking McConaughey's here. Have you ever performed in front of someone like that?
Not at that. Not McConaughey. McConaughey's. Well, I got mine's like mine I didn't know, which was kind of cool.
That's good.
There's been a bunch of like cool ones,
sure.
but the one I think was like,
So you ever get like nervous for it?
yeah, Christopher Guest. If you don't know who that, you know who that is. You know,
I
Christopher
don't
Guest?
want to bullshit you. No, I don't.
Okay, great.
Okay.
He did a series of movies. He did Waiting for Guffman. He did A Mighty Wind. He did Spinal Tap. Did you ever see Spinal Tap?
This sounds like
This
you're
is
making shit
before your
up.
time. I know. It's probably before your time.
I'm sorry.
No, he's like the king of like improv casted films. Eugene Levy,
Okay.
Catherine O'Hara, Parker Posey,
I've got these names.
Fred Willard. Yeah, all these guys are
Locked
like
in.
a part of it. That's like a part of his world of like pure, amazing improv films. Best in Show, one of the best. It's like
Best in
it's about
Show.
a dog show.
Yeah, no, I know that
okay,
one.
that's him.
Yeah,
that's him.
okay.
Christopher Guest casted this show called Family Tree or some shit, and he's brilliant. And he like made me audition, but it was all improv. And then he sent, or I don't know how it happened, but Catherine O'Hara, you know who that is,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yep. He sent her to come see me at the Improv, but didn't tell me.
Okay.
Or then I heard rumors that people were coming, and I was like, oh. And then I went up, had a really good set, and I went to the sound guy, and he was like, oh, dude, fucking Catherine O'Hara sat in the comics booth and just watching, was like dying laughing. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? Where'd she go? And he goes, the moment she was outside, the moment you got called on, she came in the room and watched. And the moment you were done, she picked up her purse and thanked us and then walked out. I was like, that's so sick.
That is so
So
sick.
she came just to watch me. It was kind
That's
of
so cool.
I know, it kind of made me feel special and then nervous. Then on the drive home, I was like, what did I say? Did I say anything that was annoying?
Yeah.
Like, is she going to think I'm a loser? But I had a good set, so it felt good. But I'm trying to think of if there was somebody famous that I got nervous in front of.
When you were telling that story, I thought she picked up her stuff and left because she was like offended or something.
No,
But
no.
She came to see
He's
you.
like, she waited just to see you.
Oh, no shit.
She didn't want to watch the show. So he must have told her, go watch.
Yeah.
And go see if you like him or something. That might have been a part of his process to be like, see if he sucks.
But she seemed satisfied.
She was. I guess she liked it. The sound guy was like, dude, she was cracking up. It was fucking
Oh,
wild.
that's huge. That's
and he's like, I was
huge.
staring at her the whole fucking time. I was like, well, that's weird.
Yeah, you shouldn't have been doing that.
Yeah,
Sound
that's
guys
probably
are
why
weird,
she
though.
left.
they can be kind of strange.
It's a lot of them.
The
dude.
guys that laugh you up, they're a little different.
They say some things,
Yeah.
but also you got to be friends with them because they've got
They
you
can hear
mic'd
you.
up. I know.
They
And
can
you
hear
gotta
you.
Scratch your chest.
Yeah.
I always befriend the sound guy. I'm always like, you're not up when we're not up, right? Meaning like if cameras aren't up, sound is off. And they're always like, oh yeah. And I'm always like,
No, they love it.
let me see.
Yeah.
Prove it to me, dude.
Like I don't trust you for a second.
I just said the N-word 9 times back there. Do you have
Did
that?
you catch that?
Yeah.
I was fucking with you.
Yeah. We're just joking, dude. I knew you could hear me. That's why.
That's why I said it.
Hey, I befriend the sound guys, dude. They're like the first people that you're like, they're listening. And
Yeah.
if they don't like you, they wouldn't. But how easily if they were like,
So easy.
I'll just hand this card off to somebody.
I mean, but I put a lot of trust into people.
I know.
I'd be talking a lot of shit, but like, yeah, this is off camera though, right?
They're like, yeah, we're not going to use this. I hate when the people say, we won't use this. You're like, oh, no.
Yeah, but I think
It's going to end up somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to end up somewhere sad.
Scary. I got a little game here. I asked
Okay.
ChatGPT, because, that's how all podcasts are made now,
Yeah.
to curate a list of redheaded stereotypes, and I want you to give a rapid-fire one-worded response to each of
Okay,
these.
good, yeah.
Fiery temper.
Me.
Mischievous or bratty.
You.
Soulless.
Us.
Witches or cursed.
Witches or cursed?
That's what Chad's saying.
Whitney.
Evil or untrustworthy. ChatGPT's got
Elon
something
Musk. That's 2 words.
I can't believe this is number 6 for redheads, but we've got pale and freckles.
Me. I mean, these are all me. These are,
Ages poorly.
That's really sad.
I don't think that's even
No,
true.
we do age pretty poor. Redheads have a tough. Our skin is shit.
Well,
I mean, not you. You're not us, dude. You're only a half breed.
all right. Well,
You don't look like.
I'm
I mean, this
full
is,
inbred. I've done 23andMe.
Oh, seriously, mom is dad and dad is their sister.
No,
brother,
it's just
sister.
like more like they're from the same counties.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's kind of gross.
Yeah, but you guys don't look like you're inbred. You're good. You're both fine.
Yeah, we're gonna be all right, I think.
No, you will.
Yeah.
You
I
know
think
right away, dude. When you see an inbred, you're like, damn, dude.
Oh, that dude.
You can tell.
It's good stuff.
You can tell
They
right
start
away.
clicking at you.
Yeah, they rub their teeth, their tongue, like they want to eat you. You ever seen that? The Wonderful Whites of West Virginia?
Warlickers or whatever they're called.
The Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. I think that's the name of this, right?
So that came out, and then my sister, we watched that, and then we shipped her off to West Virginia University.
God bless.
I said, good luck,
Good luck.
girl.
Get out there with the Jesco White and all them people.
I used to say that's the one place we could do a personal terrorism, a terrorist attack. I think we could drop a bomb there.
In West Virginia?
And then Whitney said it's like years worth of poverty, and it's not their fault.
It's
And,
tough. Yeah,
so
she's right. Oh, look at that. Yeah, she's
I don't
got
say
the
that
heart.
anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, she got a big heart.
Burns instantly in the sun
God, man, it is. Do you put on SPF every day?
every day. I wear tinted sunscreen as makeup.
That's what's cool.
Yeah.
Because when I put on zinc on my nose, and people are like, "You're wearing fucking makeup." It's like, well, I'm trying to not die.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess I'm wearing fucking makeup.
I just had a really bad burn where people were like so pissed off in the comments. I'm like, why are you mad? I'm the one
It's
who's
on
burned
me.
here. I don't know what the problem is.
I got burnt on my birthday vacation. My wife and I went on a vacation for my birthday, and the first fucking day I got burnt like a moron.
Yeah.
A fucking idiot, dude.
You're not cooler than the sun.
No, but you know what's so funny is like I put on sunscreen, we were outside, then we drank champagne to like celebrate, and I got fucked up, and then I'm just because we were drinking.
It's
like,
the first night you fucked up. You ruin the second night, and you
know.
get sunburned. It's all in
and
the
then
same.
having sex hurts so much with sunburn when you're hooking up and you're like,
Like,
ooh, my leg, ooh, yeah, it was so annoying. And like even rubbing against the sheets like hurt. I was like, the sheets are uncomfortable. I turned into Mort from fucking Family Guy. The sheets are uncomfortable.
I think a blowjob would be fine.
Yeah. Just tug me.
Yeah. And then the last one. I like this. Undesirable.
I don't think
This is
I'm not going to
fucked
take
up.
on the heat of undesirable,
I
but
don't like that.
redheads are. I will say this: many redheads are unfortunate looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, many. I would say the high majority of redheaded men and women are not the best lookers.
It's unfortunate.
It's just a fact of genetics. We don't have any fucking melanin, so our skin looks see-through and weird. We
Yeah.
look transparent.
Yeah.
It just looks strange. No one wants to see the blue in your actual veins.
No.
Like, you can
Especially on
see it.
boobs. It's brutal. Yeah.
On your tits, yeah.
Yeah.
But your nipples are
transparent.
what color?
Can't see them.
They don't exist.
It's
It's like rice paper.
You can see the blood cells moving around.
Whoa,
It's-
dude.
Yeah,
You see your blood flow.
it's like rice paper, correct?
That's kind of nice,
Yeah.
though. No, see, there's something cool about that.
Yeah, you know.
Someone has a flavor for everybody.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure of it. I do it to myself. Okay. So, you were on Adam's YouTube sketches,
Yeah,
and you played Duncan Rocks,
yeah.
where you kind of resemble an autistic guy who'd
Yeah.
be prone. You'd be prone for a run-in with Chris Hansen, I think.
Yeah, he lived in his stepdad's basement.
Yeah.
That was a character I made up in response to vlogging. That was when like vlogging was hot,
Mm.
and I thought it was fascinating that people would sit in their room and just talk to cameras, and we do it
look
now.
where we are now.
I
Yeah,
know.
it's insane.
But it was like that was a long time ago, and I started doing that character because I thought it was cool that someone would just talk to a camera in the privacy of their own little. It was like their own little private Idaho. So
It's
I
like
thought
a diary.
it is. It was cool.
Almost, yeah.
It was kind of an interesting time in YouTube where you were like, oh yeah, these people are just kind of like vomiting out their reality.
Yeah.
And now it's literally what everybody does.
yeah. It's
Back
like,
then it was groundbreaking though. People were doing it and it was fascinating.
it's wild.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy doing sketch comedy?
I like it. I would never even call myself a sketch comic or whatever because I think real sketch comics would be like fucking no, I'm a stand up. But I do
called it a skit the other day. They lost their minds.
skits. Yeah, I can't do that.
You can't. It's a sketch.
I like it when I get off stage, someone's like, I loved your skit. I'm like, well, that hurts.
Yeah, that's tough.
No, but I'm a true stand up, but I like dabbling in those worlds. I would kill to do more. I would fucking love to do more sketch. But it's not my lane, so I kind of like I watch a lot of it online.
Yeah.
Like, you know who I really like is I don't know her last name. Veronica is cool.
Oh, she rocks.
She's so fucking funny,
I just
man.
met her the other day.
I think she's
awesome.
so talented. I think and her boyfriend who
Kyle.
I don't know if it's her boyfriend, but
Yeah, I don't know.
I think so.
She's doing tires.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Good for her.
She
dude.
I auditioned for the role she got.
Really? Then
Yeah.
fuck her.
No, I'm pumped for her. I'm that's my thing.
And her, very different people.
It was between.
You guys were the same role?
I auditioned.
What was the character?
And then she auditioned, and also Sarah from
Sherman
from SNL auditioned.
I fucking love her.
I couldn't think of 3 more different people.
That's actually a good thing.
Yeah.
That does mean they're trying to find out. They want you to like embody the character, and they want it to just be like a aha moment.
Yeah, and I didn't have the ha 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 for them.
But it's better than when you go up against somebody and they're a lot like you, and so then you know it's down to like who put in more work, or you know what I mean? In terms of like, or who kissed the right ass.
Yeah.
If the talent is similar. But if you look nothing alike, you're like, this is great. They're just trying to figure out what's gonna work.
Totally.
Like when I beat a few people out with roles in it, I beat one guy twice.
How do you know? Just from shooting the shit, or
no? You'll see each other in the audition, in the test room. You know, like when you go to test. I beat a guy. This isn't even funny, but I beat him once, and then for the next thing, I knew they were giving it to me. They told me to my face, like, "We're gonna give it to you. We have to go. This is like."
Okay.
And I went out in the hallway, and he was there too, and the look on his face was like, "Not again."
You're like the evil guy in his story,
dude. Yeah.
Do you know him personally?
No. He's a talented actor. He's a New York actor, but I mean, like, we don't know each other. But
yeah.
But I know I beat him twice.
He's like, you motherfucker.
No, he hates
sees you coming around. He's like,
I'm
you know
sure
what?
he fucking hates me, dude. I'm sure he's like, that guy can kiss my fucking ass. I beat him twice, but it is weird when you see people. No, but we've all been beaten. I've been beaten 1,000 times.
I'm new to all this. I don't know what.
When you see your competition, it's weird. We used to have to wait in rooms and just sit there and stare at your shoes and not say anything because you're like, the tension's weird. But now no one auditions in rooms now. People are putting in tapes and Zooms and
that's what it seems like it is.
Sucks.
Right,
this used to be right down the street used to be one of the biggest auditioning. A casting director used to be right there. It was like one of the, if you got in there, it was like that's the one.
You got it, yeah.
Well, because she put me on The Office, Arrested Development, Curb, like she casted everything.
Oh no shit.
It's not like a secret. Allison Jones is her name. She used to be right there.
No way.
And I remember like driving past that, thinking like, man, I would love to fucking get in that room. And then when I got my first audition, I was so fucking nervous.
So once you're in kind of thing?
If you do a good read, then they'll bring you back for other reads.
Okay.
If you're good, they'll be like, yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
You're not going to get this role, but we'll see you for something else.
And that's not the same anymore.
I mean, for me, it's not because there's not a lot. I don't get put up for a lot of stuff now. It's almost like pretty specific if they want me or not.
For Dave, did they ask you to do that or did you audition? Because that just seemed like it was
the casting director brought me in, and him and I had met like once before. But the casting director brought me in to. She was like, "You gotta do this for me.
Yeah,
like you gotta come in and do this play with him because it'll work." And the moment I started reading it with him, I was like, "Oh yeah, this is fucking." It was kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah, that's good.
We knew we bounced off each other very well. And that was because that casting director was fucking fantastic too. She had this keen eye for stuff. Anyway, but no, I don't go in anymore. Now it's like they want you to just do a tape from your fucking kitchen.
Yeah.
And it's the weirdest shit. They're like, don't come in, just for tape.
You have your wife run lines with you?
She would leave me before she would do that. Like if I even asked her, I was like, would you do these lines? She'd be like, you can get fucked.
Mm-hmm.
You can go outside and go fuck yourself. No, I have to just either get a buddy to do it.
It's a thankless job.
It's a thankless
job. It's like you get nothing out of it.
I know.
It's like
I know.
My sister's been doing it with me. It's pretty brutal.
It sucks, right? It's so annoying.
And by the
especially
end of
if she gives you notes, she's like, "Can you read it like this?" And you're like, "You know what, dude? I don't want to do this anyway."
She can memorize the lines better than I can.
You should fucking audition. What? She starts getting shit.
Yeah, dude.
It'd be so funny if she's landing more roles than you are.
She's I'm that guy and she's you. She's just gonna start getting all the roles.
You're just gonna get all the fucking roles. She's like, dude, I'm in this new Scorsese movie, I guess. I don't know, whatever.
I don't know. I follow his daughter on TikTok. She hooked it up.
She hooked it up, dude. We're homies. Me and Marty.
So you've got a new show.
New show. I have
No
a new
Bad
show.
Lies.
No Bad Lies, yeah.
Where you interview professional golfers, athletes, entertainers, and influencers. In this segment, I'm going to quiz you. And I'm going to ask you if you know these golf terms.
Oh, okay. That's easy.
And see if you know what you're doing. All right. Fade.
A fade is when you hit a ball well, it depends on if you're a righty or a lefty, but if I'm a righty, a fade goes off up to the right. That's like a push or a fade. You don't even know. It doesn't even say that on it.
It's like a hook.
A hook, if I'm a righty, means it goes left. It turns left.
Yeah, that's exactly what it says.
Yeah.
Uppercut.
That's a boxing term.
Very good.
Yeah.
Lie.
Lie means where the ball ends up, like what position the ball is in. So that's why the show's No Bad Lies, because I give them terrible lies to hit out of, like in mud or behind a rock or.
Oh, that's a good concept. I like that.
And then meanwhile they tell me a time where life gave them a bad lie, meaning like one where they dealt kind of a shitty hand and how'd they get out of it.
A little poetic there.
I'm crossing philosophy and life,
fuck.
man. Yeah.
Damn, I thought I was gonna stump you. It's literally your whole concept.
Yeah, it is.
Scrummy.
Scrummy is what a pirate says when they go down on somebody.
And the name of our imaginary cat. Scramble.
A scramble is when you're playing with a group of guys. A scramble is you hit the best ball every single time.
It's like word for word, like you studied. Handicap.
It's what your sister says about you when people say, "What's her deal?" They say handicap. A handicap is your stroke index of your average scores, right? So they take all your average of scores, and then your handicap is how many over par you shoot or under par.
You're right for both. She used to. She went to school to help special needs kids.
Did you really? I'm announcing it now. I don't have a date yet, but in this fall, I'm doing a big thing for Special Olympics. I'm doing like a home run derby, a celebrity home run derby in the Valley. So come support it. I'll post about it more, but I'm working with Special Olympics to do like it was going to be in the summer. It was going to be a summertime smash, but it's going to be in the fall. If you're out here, you should come.
I would love to.
And you're going to be able to hit home runs off of like celebrities, and you give cash, and there's prizes, and there's going to be guest games, and it's all going to Special Olympics.
Oh no shit!
Yeah, I think
is that like why is that a special? How do I?
Why is it special?
Yeah, why Special Olympics?
Why did I do Special Olympics?
Why Special Olympics for you?
Oh, a buddy of mine works for Special Olympics, putting on their new marketing and promotional team, and he was like, we want to think of something different. And he goes, what if we did, because him and I met playing in a softball league together. He's like, what if we did like a home run derby?
Oh, that's fun.
And I was like, fuck yeah, dude, that's so smart. I was like, I'll make celebrity friends of mine be like, you have to come do this.
Hell yeah.
And pitch to people and let local people in LA come hit off of you. And I'm going to try to get some athletes and stuff to come out. And I don't know, McCone, who's on our show, his parents both work for Special Olympics.
Oh, okay.
And when Bobby and I did Family Feud, our prize money was going to Special Olympics. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just like it. I think it's fucking rad.
I thought you guys were great on that, by the way.
We had so much fun.
That looked like
we
a
got
lot of fun.
fucked. Flavor Flav, they cheated.
Dude, you say Flavor Flav's name 3 times, he just shows up.
Yeah,
have you ever noticed that? He's
Flavor Flav,
everywhere.
Flavor Flav.
Fuck.
Yeah! He comes down. What time is it?
I interviewed him on my other podcast, and I was just like, what?
He's the best.
He rocks.
He's unbelievable.
Wow.
He's 146 years old.
He brought his 13 sons.
He brought them all to Family Feud.
Yeah.
2 of them met for the first time backstage.
You gotta be shitting me.
I swear to God.
That's so wild.
He's like, my kids don't even know each other. They never met. And I was like, you guys are siblings and you don't know each other? He's like, yeah, with their half.
It's the Family Feud.
Yeah, it was insane, dude. They had met for the first time in the trailer backstage.
Holy shit.
And I'm eating breakfast burritos. I'm like, this is gonna be wild for you guys. So stupid.
Really, Family Feud bringing people together.
Flav is the man.
Yeah, he seems like he rocks.
He was so cool. When my first day job, I was working in the music industry, doing like passports and visas and stuff for bands, and we had done Public Enemy, and Flav showed up to the office to sign his visa, his like entry for Japan, and then he was like, "Yo, Drew, how do I get down to the car park?" And I was like, "It's just right down the elevator that you came up. It's this one elevator." And he's like, "Show me." So I took him. I hand walked him. I held it. I was like, "Come on this way."
Like
Flav.
you're walking your grandmother down the aisle.
I did. My little bride, and I took him down to the car park. And then the valet, it was an IHOP next to our building. The valet was working the IHOP. And he came running over and he's like, Mr. Flav, your car is ready. And Flav had at the time a stretch Escalade. They're already big and he's a small guy. And I even said to him, I was, do you want help getting in there? He's like, you crazy. And then
give him a little boost.
This is very Flavor Flav. He takes a wad of fucking money. I mean, it was like this, dude. It was a knot out of his pocket. And the valet's standing there, and the valet's like, he's like, have a good day. And he's like, no, come here, man. Come here. And the valet's like, oh, okay. And he's just standing there kind of uncomfortably, and I'm standing there waiting to say goodbye. And he's thumbing through money. And I mean, like, it's like thousands of dollars.
Jesus
And then
Christ.
he gets to like inside a chunk of hundreds, and there's like a $1 bill. And he takes it out and he hands it to the valet. And the valet goes, thank you very much. He goes, I'm just playing.
Oh, thank God.
And then he breaks him off a couple $100. Yeah, dude, he was just fucking with him.
I thought he was a fucking asshole.
And I looked at him and I was like, that's very funny. I would also need money too.
You wouldn't have been here without me showing
can
you.
I get the money, man?
Come on, show me the money.
I needed it bad. No, he was the best.
My mom worked at a bar in Belle Biv DeVoe. You know that guy?
Yeah, Belle Biv DeVoe? Oh,
yeah, he doesn't tip.
Really?
Yeah. Really fucking screwed my mother a bunch of times.
Fuck you, dude.
Yeah, dude.
There's 3 guys in Belle Biv DeVoe. But which one? Was it Belle or Biv or DeVoe?
Mr. Bivens.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Bivens.
Sorry, I thought that was his name.
Did not tip.
Did not tip. Fucking local guy.
I take pride. I tip pretty well, but I will say a girl called me out one time in Seattle, and it made me so fucking mad. Her friend like called me out on Twitter or Instagram and was like, apparently Andrew Santino thinks you don't need a tip at a coffee shop. And I was like, first of all, I tipped the $1 on the coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Then I came back and I bought a water,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't tip on the water.
Oh my God.
I just bought the water.
Yeah.
And then she called me out and was like, oh, celebrities don't tip as well as everybody says. It's like, what do you want from me?
Dude, you tipped on the, like, it would have been part of the whole thing
But
if you
also, I
remember
gave
the water
the
the first
$1
time.
on it was a hot cup of poured drip. It's $1. The coffee was $2.50. What?
Yeah, that's more than 50%.
What do you want me to do?
Like, I don't know what the fuck.
That's the problem. I say that to my wife all the time. When we go out and somebody knows me, you know, if we're out at a restaurant, the guy's like, the server's like, big fan. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, here we go.
I have to over tip.
I'm going to tip exactly what the order
Now
was.
I have to over tip. Because if they know you, if they don't know you, it's great. Then I can just tip regular fucking 20 some odd % of whatever I usually do. If they know you.
Oh, yeah.
Now I have to fucking over tip.
Now I'm going a little bit crazy with it.
Now I feel like a fool. I do that all the time. And she's always like, you don't have to do it. I'm like, yeah, you do.
I overtip just anyways because working in those things, like,
oh, yeah.
I was like, it would be so sick one day to be able to overtip somebody.
I like over tipping. I've never under tipped. That I've never done, but I will do appropriate tips. But if you're the shit, I sometimes do give people a lot more than I should.
Yeah, I'll go the extra mile. If someone gives me something for free,
oh yeah,
I'll be like,
what do you
charge
mean?
me a penny,
Oh, dude,
so I
yeah.
can tip you. I don't have cash. That kind of
See,
thing.
we got to get you cash.
Yeah, I gotta get Flavor Flav cash.
Come on, baby.
I gotta empty out that ATM, baby.
Get that money. Your sister's got all the money. I can tell.
Yeah,
I know where the bank is,
She
dude.
handles everything.
I know where the bank is, baby.
What else do I got here? Oh, who's on your Mount Rushmore of people from Chicago?
Ooh, Jordan is not from Chicago, but we own him a little bit as far as our heart goes,
Mm-hmm.
right? He's from North Carolina, but Chicago born and raised. Who's on my Mount Rushmore of Chicago born and raised? I loved Vince Vaughn my whole life, and like knowing that he was
He's
in Chicago. Yeah.
Oh shit.
I like loved him as a kid, especially because like I was like Chicago guy.
Yeah.
This is interesting. I don't know if he's on my Mount Rushmore, but like Bob Odenkirk, I think is like one of my favorite comedic actors. I've never met him, and I would kill to work with him one day.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a Chicago guy.
Would you ever like call him up to go on your pod?
I would ask someone by way of, but I'm afraid like he's just like a really intelligent, funny guy, and I'm intimidated by him. So I don't know.
Yeah, I personally, if we're being honest about these things, I was very nervous coming here to
Why?
do this one. I don't know. I'm just a huge fan. It's
No,
like,
I love you so much.
I was like, I don't know. How
Well,
the fuck
I would
this is gonna
never
go
make
down.
you feel stupid or bad or like. And I don't think anybody that I would ask would, but sometimes I get in my head that I think like a guy like Odenkirk would be like, you're a fucking podcast guy.
Yeah,
I'm an Emmy award-winning actor. Fuck you. I don't know. He probably wouldn't be that way.
And here I am thinking, I'm TikTok girl, wanted to do stand-up girl,
No,
thinking,
dude.
oh fuck.
No, once you're a comic, you're all the same. But also, like Odenkirk's not a stand-up; they're sketch and improv guys, and so that's a class thing too.
Mm.
They're better than us. You know?
Okay.
I mean, I don't think stand-ups ever think they're better than sketch or improv, but I do think sketch and improv people think they're better than us. I'm not saying him. I'm saying communally, there's a thing that they mock him. They mock stand-ups.
I don't know why everyone can't just get along because I've heard stand-ups mock improv.
No, I think it's great.
I think it's sick. It's like it's a whole different thing. I'd love to tap into.
Look, there's hacky shit about both of them.
Yeah, that's true.
Stand-up is just as hacky as improv is just as hacky as sketch. We're all hacks. At the end of the day, we're just trying to make people fucking feel something because
Truly.
we don't have a good grip on our own feelings.
Yeah. I get that.
It's fucking. It's because your dad got electrocuted.
Yeah, just because your dad is my dad, just Chicago.
Well, we're siblings.
Yeah, I mean, it's when it gets down to it. I have a segment here where I just kind of ask you to explain. It's called Disgraceful Receipts.
Okay.
It's things I found on the internet of you, and I just like a little bit of an explanation, if that's
okay.
all right.
Yeah, you
Ready?
got it.
All right, here we go.
This was the promo for the Special Olympics. No, that was, I don't know. You know what's so funny is I think that was a photo shoot. I might be wrong, but a guy named Mino Palucci, and his daughter, we were at his studio at his house, and his daughter was like running around the room, and there was like a tutu. It's like a, whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, you should put that on. And I was like, it's so small. And he was like, put it on your fucking neck. And I loved it. I don't know why. I put it on my neck. And
it looks like you're going to the Met Gala.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
This one's tough.
No, that's Photoshop. That's not me. No, that's me. I used to hang out at the Abbey a lot back then. I was a West Hollywood bad boy.
Yeah.
I was a leather daddy.
Is this so? Were you pumped about this?
No, this was me trying to be funny.
Okay,
this is me thinking it was funny to put that on.
I think it's funny. You seem like a little. Like it fits too much. Like you're really trying to.
Well, it's
like,
who
be
I
this
really
guy.
want to be. It's my alter ego.
Yeah. What's his name?
That's Bruce.
Bruce, of course.
Yeah. What is that?
This is.
Oh, me holding a big cock. I'm taking a cock in the air on At Midnight. Yeah.
And Chris is loving that.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. This is.
This working at the Passport?
Yeah,
place?
this is the music industry. That was the day with Flava Flav. This is me in a movie I got cut out of called The Room with James Franco and Seth Rogen's movie. It was about the worst movie of all time, Tommy Wiseau's. Do you know this? You know this movie? Mm-hmm. And I got cut out of that movie. You got cut out? They cut me out. Well, so I shaved and I wore a wig to be cut out.
Damn.
Yeah, it was really sad.
Well, there weren't that many people in that movie, so...
there were a lot more than you think. I didn't make the cut. I was on the floor. By the way, you know what's all fucked up? I didn't make the cut and I went to the premiere. Do you know how much that hurts my feelings?
Did you know that you got cut?
No, they don't. They don't. Yeah, I found out at the premiere.
Oh, at the premiere.
Yeah. Well, they maybe had me in a scene, but I don't talk. You don't see any of my stuff, and it hurt to a degree.
Yeah, it's tough.
And I said to my wife, we were leaving, and it was up at the Egyptian Theater in Hollywood, and at the time we were living in West Hollywood, and she said, "Do you want to go to the after party?" And I said, I want to jump off the roof of the Egyptian Theater. I don't, the after fucking party? No, I'm going to kill myself.
What am I celebrating?
Yeah. I'm going to go suck on Hollywood Boulevard. So we walked for a little while because I was like, I'd like to walk. My anxiety was through the roof.
Oh, shit.
I was so embarrassed that I got cut out that I didn't want to be seen. So we walked home. But she's a dog. She's a homie. She walked with me. She was like, it's okay. Because they give you a driver. And I was like, send him home.
We're gonna walk.
Yeah, we walked
out.
like 3 miles. I was like, I need to walk it off, dude, because it fucked me up for a long time. I was bummed. I was like, oh, I didn't get anything in that. Oh, it's not even a big deal, but it's like it hits.
Yeah, no, it hits.
It hits.
Yeah,
it hits a type of way.
It's nothing against you. I feel like.
No. I must not. There was nothing they could have used. It probably wasn't good enough.
Yeah. This is definitely good enough.
It's giving suicide.
The caption. Well, you might want to kill yourself after seeing this one.
Yeah, let's see.
And then the caption's pretty bad too. Pure sex.
You know, it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Did Justin post that?
I don't think he would.
By the way, it's 200 likes.
Banger.
What year? What did it say? 2012?
Yeah, I was 13.
Hot shit, dude. My little tiny penis. This is at Jimmy Kimmel. Look at how young Justin is.
That looks like someone's house.
No, that's backstage at Kimmel.
Really?
Yeah, that's in one of the rooms at Kimmel. Here's why. I wore that Speedo on Kimmel. We did a promo for Punk'd with him, and I was supposed to jump on the desk and bark like a dog on Jimmy Kimmel's desk.
What happened?
I did it. Did. I ran out and did it.
You get cut?
No, it's on there. And fucking Guillermo had a taser, and that part of the bit was that they were gonna like have him chase me off, but he really tased me, and it fucking hurt.
Ow!
Yeah, it hurt like crazy.
Fuck.
But that
have you ever been tased beforehand?
No, dude.
Yeah,
no,
that's tough on live camera. Getting tased for the first time.
Yeah, it sucked.
Have you ever done the dog collar thing?
No, dude, I refuse.
Yeah,
that's
I don't think it's funny.
I feel like I'm gonna have a stroke and die, and that's how I die. I don't want that to be the way I go out.
It would be. Well, we're prone to electricity, but
yeah, it's in your blood.
I'm a Boston cream pie. You just posted this.
I did.
Is this your signature? Is this what you write all
That's
the
what
time?
I wrote in Boston. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a Boston cream pie.
I think I saw this. It was this
At the Wilbur.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because they were like, "What do you write on the wall?" And I was like, "I don't know, fucking something." And then I think the guy Zach who opens for me, we were joking around, and he said he made a derogatory comment to me, and I said, "I'm a little Boston cream pie." And then
You guys have fun together on the road?
the most,
it seems like a
dude.
good duo.
He's the most like goofball fun. The only thing I care about if an opener is, are you easygoing?
Yeah.
Like, are you a fun hang? And do you work hard on your own shit? Like, are you working hard on your stuff, and are you a good hang? And he's both. He's super fucking funny, and he's a really dope hang, and that's all I care about. Don't complain. I don't want someone to be complaining. That's all I want is no one that's like, I don't like that. This is the da. It's like, dude, shut the fuck
What
up.
are we doing here?
People do.
I know.
People complain a lot.
I'm very, very new, and I've even had openers do the same thing, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's weird.
what are we doing? What can we just be pumped to be here?
Yeah, you should be pumped.
I don't
This is a free ride, man.
I
We're
don't
having
understand it.
fun. Okay, what's this one?
This looks like yeah.
What is that? Let me see.
You showing a little leg?
This is on promoting at the Laugh Factory in Las Vegas when I played there with Sandro and Jeremiah. Unbelievably stoned, actually. You can kind of see it in my eyes. That's why I'm wearing a hat so low, but I was ripped off my head.
I don't know why they still allow comedians on the news.
Well, this is so long ago, too, but yeah, I don't think they should.
Still doing it.
It's embarrassing. We should not be on there.
It's crazy. I did my first like little news Zoom thing.
Yeah.
And I had a bad hair day, so I tossed a hat on, and the hat said number one, the glizzy.
The glizzy gobbler.
The glizzy gobbler, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the
Do
lady said,
you love glizzies?
well, it just was, I thought it was a funny hat.
Do you love glizzies?
I love glizzies,
Come on, baby.
Don't make me do it.
I'll suck down 6 or 7 Dodger dogs. Don't get me started.
I'm actually not even sure. You're going to have to explain on this one.
That's Adam Ray and I shooting a sketch about, that was our submission for the Olympics. Bobby Lee plays Hoot Tootie, our coach. That was like one of the first sketches we all did together.
Did you guys have fun making those?
Oh my fucking God, dude. That was back when everything was a favor. So we had to beg people for cameras and beg people to like help edit and stuff.
Yeah.
Those were really fun days. Now you shoot something and everybody, it's just different. Back then we were all on the same plane of like just trying to get it done.
It's that favorite thing. It's like you do this for me, and then I got you down the line.
Of course.
Yeah, people are still doing that. I will say.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
You know who this is?
That's your dad.
No, my dad's way more Boston Irish.
That's who's that, like the head of the unions in Boston or something? Who is this guy?
I thought maybe it was your principal.
Let me see. My principal?
Yep. Your principal?
Well, I'm 41. I don't remember what's this guy's name?
I can't recall. I thought maybe we would have got you on
that. Honestly, I'm being very honest with you. This is like a scary thing to admit.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of my teachers' names.
Oh.
I don't remember anything. I had something bad happen to me.
Yeah.
I don't know it.
Oh,
but it must have.
It's nice. It's nice. That's kind of like a cool thing that your body does. It
My
just
memory
makes you forget
is so bad
things.
with school when people are like, "Oh, Mrs. Schoenfield from 4th grade," and I'm like, "Nope." I remember Mr. Miller because I had to stay in for lunch every day. He wouldn't let me go out.
Yeah, you got one.
Miller.
Yeah.
I remember Mrs. Rose, who asked my mom if I was on medication, and she stood up for me. She's like, "Your son needs medication." And my mom was like, "My son doesn't need fucking anything. You need to mind your own business."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, Mom is the shit,
Take
dude.
that, bitch.
Fuck Mrs. Rhodes, you pig." She's dead. She's 100% dead.
All the best ones.
She was 70 back then. And then the only other one I remember is Mr. I see his fucking face. He was like our econ teacher, but he'd show up drunk.
That's classic.
He was so dope.
You got to have one.
He was like on his way out. He had tenure, and he would show up just fucked up, and he would have booze in his coffee. And it wasn't even like a bit. It wasn't. It was like not like a high school room where like, I bet there's booze in his coffee. You legitimately looked at it. You're like, that's not coffee.
Yeah.
That's literally not coffee. It's just not coffee.
That's so whiskey.
Coffee's not that
crazy.
consistency. It never has been. He would get fucking drunk. Yeah. So I don't. But teachers and all that stuff, like, dude, it's wild. You
didn't have like a teacher that was like, oh, that teacher changed my life. Because I didn't.
No, I didn't really have one that did the thing. No, I think I had like. I had cool teachers in college, professors that I thought were fucking rad that like let me be free. And
where'd you go?
Arizona State.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Harvard of the West.
Yeah, that is.
Isn't it
hard to get into?
It's so hard that I almost didn't get in the first time.
Seriously?
I almost didn't get in.
Well, I graduated high school with a 1.59.
My girl, dude. I knew I loved you.
Yeah, dude.
I think I was a 2.6. 2.6?
That's enough to get you to ASU.
Barely, dude.
I was looking it up all the time. I'm like, dude, that looks like a fun party school, and I think I could get in.
Where'd you go?
Community college.
CC?
Yeah, baby.
Where's the community college? In Mass?
In Massachusetts, yeah.
So great,
And then
dude.
I transferred, and then I dropped out.
She went to real school, hey?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
She
Yeah,
was
West
the
Virginia?
first to graduate.
Yeah, with
The
what
whole
though?
family.
With what though?
Doesn't matter. She was the first to graduate college.
And what is she doing now?
Working for her sister.
Working for Big Sis, baby. Don't ever forget that. Where your bread is buttered.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, no, I went to Arizona State. I'm one of like my only friends that actually graduated on time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the other guys took about 7 or 8 years.
But yeah, I mean, out of my crew, 3 dropped out, 1 was delayed, and then another one was delayed 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So
5?
like with the pandemic, I think.
Oh, Pandy,
like
you're right. I
yeah.
forget you guys had to go through that.
Yeah, that's why I dropped out. But
Fuck yeah.
yeah, whatever. It is what it is.
Dude, you have such a bright, fun career. I can't wait to see what happens. I mean, I'll be
thank
dead
you.
soon, but
Really?
I'll watch you from the
You
afterlife.
seem you look better now than you do in those pictures.
That's 100% true.
That's kinda crazy.
Money does a little bit of good for you, but also I'm gonna retire soon. I'm out.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't do it for the love of the game?
No, man, the
No,
game
you're
sucks.
done. Damn. That's tough.
I'm
That's
trying
tough to
to
hear.
I want to move. I'm trying to move.
Are you doing Austin?
No.
Okay. All right.
No,
Sorry.
I'm gonna move.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna probably move to Montana.
Montana.
Nice.
Why Montana?
Yeah, I'm gonna move to French Montana.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna open up a comedy club there.
That's just Canada.
Yeah, it is.
French Montana.
I'm gonna. That's Texas in the north.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open up a comedy club called the Brothership.
It's just black comics? What's the
Mhm,
deal there?
mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
Funk music and soul every night of the week.
Okay. I think Chappelle just did that. It's in Ohio.
Okay, dude, that's Yellow Springs. This is Billings, Montana.
Okay. A little different.
Come on down to the Brothership. Preach. That's what it says when you walk in. Preach.
Preach. Speaking of songs, what's your walkout song?
It changes a lot, but right now it's OT Genesis. I look good. It's just hype and stupid, and I think like they drop it right when it hits, and the crowd. It's like their noise matches how you're not really even hearing it.
Yeah.
But you can just feel this like Spanish guitar.
Oh, that's good.
But it changes all the time. But that's what that's what it was on my last tour when I shot the special.
That's a classic. That's a
I
good
look
one.
real good.
You look good today. It
I
gets you
look good
going.
today. I love how it's honestly, it's truly just him fucking. He's just jumping on like a little wave. I'm sure he went in the studio. The song itself is
A minute.
17 seconds.
Figured, yeah.
So you know he went in the studio and was like, I look good today.
Like, yeah,
And someone's like, put that shit on track. Oh,
play that. The Brothership,
That's
Montana.
right. Come to the Brothership.
Now this is the part where you plug in promo, I think.
Plug and promo. Watch one of my 19 podcasts. Whiskey Ginger. If you want me and interviewing young humans, this human is going to come on soon.
Super pumped.
What's that? You said no?
No, I said I'm super pumped, but
Okay, good.
I like mumbled
And then,
it for some reason.
and we're having a drink, by the way, so we're gonna get tuned up. And then please listen to Bad Friends and watch it everywhere it's possible. And then if you like golf, I know it's lame for a lot of people, but I interview celebrities and athletes and famous people that you may know that like golf, and I try to blend this philosophy of golf and life. It's called No Bad Lies. Watch that, and then that's it. I got a special coming out in September on Hulu. Please watch that.
You're part of the Hulu-larious.
I'm hilarious. I love it. They pitched it to us. They were like, how is it? Bro was like, could you fucking believe this shit? He was so fucking mad we were in New York. He's like, dude, what the fuck?
Hilarious.
Oh, God, dude. Throw me off a bridge.
No, it's good shit. What the fuck?
I think it's just a funny campaign. I'm like trying to figure out a way to market it when the time comes. So this summer I'm going to be working on marketing the show. I don't even have a name for the special.
Oh, really?
Name it.
Name it. Just call it Name It.
That's good.
That's Untitled.
Untitled, Andrew Santino.
I'm not.
Untitled.
What should I call this?
What should I call
Just
this?
be blunt about it. I don't know.
I could do.
Yeah.
Tariffs.
Tariffs. You talk a lot about tariffs on
Big
that.
time.
Yeah, big tariff
That's
guy.
all I talk about, dude, is tariffs.
Yeah, buy low, sell high.
Price of eggs. I might call it price of eggs. I do have a name for it.
Oh, you do?
I'll tell you off air.
All right.
We haven't made it official yet, because I don't know if I'm going to keep it.
Okay. I love the names of things like tours and specials.
They're
I think
so
they're
hard
awesome.
to do because you're like they're corny and stupid, but you're like, what you got to do it.
I think it's cool. You guys are all so jaded. It's tough to watch. Anyways, thank
you
so much
Thank
for coming
you so
on.
much. Thanks for having me. Bye.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.